A lovely 70-degree day here in Orange County, California. Welcome into Oaks Baseball on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. It's the two-man team, Jordan Brenner and Zach Engberg with you today. And Zach, the Conejo Oaks are not playing their best baseball right now, but more ammunition on the way. Justin Ammons from Tennessee came in, made his first start yesterday for the Conejo Oaks, and in that game, he impressed. He had 2 hits. Kevin Graham should be back tomorrow for the Conejo Oaks, and though they're 5-6 and entering today's game dead last in the Southern Division of the CCL, there's a lot of reason for optimism. It starts today.
Well, we've mentioned they've been in almost every game, minus the 10-1 shellacking by the Foresters. They are 1 or 2 mistakes, 1 or 2 missed pitches, a couple of errors defensively away from winning every single game they've been in. So it's just fixing up those mistakes, patching those holes, and guys like Ammons, Kevin Graham, Angus Denton will help with those issues. But today, against the Riptide, once again, they're going to be facing off against another potent lineup.
Absolutely. Yesterday, the Conejo Oaks came up just a little bit short to the Riptide. Today's a new day, and the Oaks will be fielding starting pitcher Jacob Flores from the left side. A little bit of a unique type of delivery. He likes to throw a little bit across his body. It should be an interesting contrast to what we saw yesterday with Jerry Ramirez, who, after the first inning where he gave up 3 unearned runs due to a 2-out error, he was very solid. And there's just plenty of reason to be excited about this Oaks starting rotation with Jerry Ramirez and Eric Ma leading the way. But a guy like Jacob Flores, he's somebody that can eat innings towards the bottom of that rotation, too.
You know, when I was talking with some members of the OC Riptide, some members of front office, and they mentioned how they're trying to load up their lineup today with a lot of righties to combat Flores, his lefty, his interesting, I'd call it, delivery, a little bit sidearm. Similar, I'd say, to the way that Tyler Booth was delivering the baseball yesterday, although he would change it up, top and bottom a little more. And Jacob Flores, as you mentioned, 6 innings pitched this year, only a 3 ERA, 4 strikeouts. He's been another starting pitcher that has been successful so far this year. And if he could get out of this game, only allowing 2 or 3 runs against this dangerous lineup, I think that'd be a successful start, Jordan.
I agree with that. The Riptide are throwing Devin Satarius today. He's gone 11 1/3 innings. He's also been pretty solid for this red-hot Riptide lineup, a 3.18 ERA. Let's start with the field for the Orange County Riptide, wearing their all-white uniforms with orange letters across the chest and a black hat with a white cap. Carson Matthews leads off, and he's playing shortstop. In right field will be Dylan Rock batting second. Connor Obi, the center fielder, hitting third. Connor Aoki, the catcher, hitting fourth. Josh Solomon in left field, hitting fifth. Antonio Cruz DHing today. Daniel Jung, who was just spectacular yesterday, an Oaks killer dating back to his days with the SoCal Catch from last year. He's playing first base at hitting seventh. Blake Fadowell is the second baseman batting eighth, and Blake Evans is hitting ninth and playing third. Conejo Oaks lineup looks like this. Hitting first is Justin Ammons, the right fielder from Tennessee. Raul Sandoval playing left field today, hitting second. Nico Lima at first base, batting third. Jacob Castro, who we're waiting to break out, is hitting fourth. We're going to take a quick break and get the rest of the lineup to you right after the national anthem, right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Back here in Orange County, Jordan Brenner and Zach Engberg with you. Finish up the Oaks lineup. Justin Ammons, Raul Sandoval, Nico Lima, Jacob Castro, the first four. Tyler Odekirk batting fifth and playing shortstop. Steele Ledford, the center fielder, hitting sixth. Ramon Gomez at the hot corner at third is batting seventh. Daniel Krasnick DHing today and batting eighth. Gabe Baldovino, the second baseman, at the bottom of the lineup. He's playing second base. Yesterday, Zach, the Orange County Riptide had fantastic pitching from the first inning to the last. It started with the lefty Tyler Booth, who was just so filthy, had the off-speed going. He went 5, and then how about 4 scoreless innings from a bullpen? And they threw 6 guys yesterday. This is a deep bullpen. This team is starting to remind me a little bit of the Foresters, not only with their top-end talent, but the depth of talent that they have throughout the roster.
Well, I'm interested to see, considering how many guys they threw yesterday, who they're going to throw out there again today. Because you know with a lot of these guys, Clemente Bonilla included, they may be a little wary of playing a reliever, especially 2 days in a row. So they're going to need a big outing from their lefty, Devin Sartorius. But that bullpen, I'm sure those 5 guys are not the only 5 guys they have loaded up, Jordan.
Head coach David Solis and the Oaks ready for baseball today. They're wearing their dark blue jerseys with white lettering across the chest and their gray road pants. Felt like a looser team today on the field and on the bus. So Oaks team ready to break out and win and get back to 500. Oaks coming to this ball game 5-6 on the year, while the Riptide are 7-4-1. Plenty of baseball to be played. It is now June 19th, so we're more than a quarter of the way through the year. This guy's starting to figure out what it takes to be a summer collegiate baseball player, play at this level, go through the grind of a minor league-like schedule. And we're all for it. It's been exciting to watch. We're happy to bring you the story. Head coach for the Orange County Riptide is Clemente Bonilla. This is his first season as the manager of the Riptide. And if you look at some of the previous managers, Tigard Peterson, Jock Peterson's brother, these guys have gone on to lead some impressive careers. Justin Ammons digs in from the left side, and the Tennessee Volunteer is ready for game number 2 as a Conejo Oak. Yesterday, he went 2 for 4 and scored a run, had a base hit and a double, both to right field. Devin Sartorius, also from the left side. We'll get you more information on him as the inning progresses. His first delivery is a strike on the fastball towards the outer side of late. Sartorius goes to Biola University. He's a senior next year. 0-1 to Ammons, the right fielder. The lefty waits and offers a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2. Biola University, obviously, the Oaks played some games at Biola University last year. That's where the SoCal Catch played their games. Daniel Jung, first baseman for the Riptide, was on that team. 0-2 pitch, lined back to the screen, and the count stays 0-2.
Sartorius actually coaches a local, I believe it's a U10 baseball team, and a lot of the players on that baseball team are here to watch him play right next to the OC Riptide dugout.
Very cool. A little bit more packed in today, a little better environment for a 6:30 start. 0-2 pitch, a breaking ball just outside. Ammons began to go, but he was not caught committing the crime. He held up, and the count's 1-2.
You know, I spoke to Justin Ammons today before the game. You can check out the interview on our Conejo Oaks Twitter page. And he said his goal this summer, Jordan, win. That's it. That's his only goal. You know, fans want to hear that.
1-2 pitch, too low on a breaking ball, 2-2. Well, he came to the right team, didn't he? Defending CCL champions. In 2018, Sartorius at Biola University had a 4.63 ERA. Started 7 games and appeared in 22. Went 56 1/3 innings. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. The pitch, fastball low, and the count's filled up. Justin Ammons, known for his speed at Tennessee. See if he can get aboard. He's hitting .500 this year. He has not stolen a bag though he tried yesterday. 3-2 pitch, and he fights one off. A tough heater the other way, and he lines it out of the ballpark. At 20-plus stolen bases this past season in the SEC. There's some really good pitchers, really good catchers. Those are real numbers for Justin Ammons. We look forward to seeing him with traffic on the base paths. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Grounded to the right side to the first baseman, fielded by Jung. Tossed to Sartorius underhand for the first out of the inning and the first out of the game. 3-1, 1 gone here in the first. Raul Sandoval is next, playing left field for this Oaks team. This season hitting .227 with 8 base hits, a double, and a home run. He's struck out 16 times this year, which is good for the team lead. But that'll happen when you're in the lineup every day. Still right there near the top of the lineup, Sandoval is. The lefty Sartorius gets his sign and offers. Jam shot back to the screen, and it's 0-1 to Sandoval. This is game number 2 of what will be 6 straight days with baseball games for this Oaks team. Spending a lot of time on the bus this week. 0-1 and out here in the top of the first inning. Sartorius waits and offers. A swing and a miss. Fastball located well on the outside corner. Nico Lima, the first baseman, is on deck. 3:30 down the lines here at Orange County Great Park Stadium. Beautiful facility, not just for baseball, but for a number of sports. The ball's 2 strikes. High heater, and it's taken 1-2. So Orange County Riptide team fell 1 game short of back-to-back CCL championships last year. One under Tigard Peterson in 2017. A ball and 2 strikes. Sartorius throws a pitch, and it's on the inside corner at the knees. And Sandoval is down on strikes looking. Strikeout number 1 for Sartorius. 2 gone here in the first. That's quite a pitch, Zach. I think that was the slider. Looked like it was going to break at the front leg of Sandoval. He took it, and a nice pitch frame by Connor Aoki, who's one of the best catchers in the CCL, to steal a strikeout there.
When you get a big lefty throwing a hanging slider like that, you can't really do anything with it.
Lima attacks the first pitch and clobbers one to deep center field. Connor Obi near the track makes a catch as he backpedals onto the warning track. A 1-2-3, top of the first inning for Devin Sartorius. He gets a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. And we're through a half inning from Great Ballpark here in Orange County. And we'll be back for the bottom of the first inning in a scoreless game on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Bottom of the first inning, Jacob Flores takes the hill for the Conejo Oaks. This past year at San Diego State University, a 3.75 ERA. He appeared 20 times, started only once, and 36 innings pitched. Carson Matthews, the shortstop for the Riptide, leads off today from the right side of the plate. Flores' first delivery is a fastball outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Matthews. Yesterday, Matthews also led off. He reached base 3 times, 2 via walk and 1 on a fielder's choice, but didn't have any hits yesterday. 1-0 pitch is a grounder down the left field side, about 10 feet left of the third base bag and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Matthews, one of many really talented hitters in this lineup. He's hitting .277 this year as the 1-1 is taken away, 2-1.
Dangerous base runner, too. He's got 7 stolen bases, second on the team only to Dylan Rock.
Yeah, this is a team that can hit for power. They can run with you. They can hit for average, 2-1. Fly ball, and that's going to be lifted out of play right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes up on the concourse. Zach, why don't you go up and get that ball?
It's going to roll right to us.
That's been your dream. Go grab it. Or Emily can. Our first foul ball of the season.
I want to get one from every stadium, Jordan.
2-2 pitch, line drive up the middle. A running grab by Gabe Baldovino, the second baseman, to steal a base hit away from Carson Matthews. It was headed right up the middle. Baldovino reached out with his backhand and just snagged it right off the dirt for out number 1.
Man, that was a great play. That was easily a single. What a fantastic play. I'm always amazed when you can make that play without diving, the balance it takes. But, man, what a great play.
Gabe Baldovino with a web gem here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 gone for Dylan Rock, the right fielder. Rock takes low, 1-0.
You saw yesterday's game, Gabe Baldovino with the crucial error in the first inning. Already today making up for that bad play with a fantastic one.
Dylan Rock hitting an even .400 this year as the 1-0 is taken low. 2 balls, no strikes. Yesterday, he had 2 hits, a base hit to left field and a double to left field. Little tapper back in the second, and he struck out swinging in the 7th. 2-0 to him, and he rips one to the opposite field. Justin Ammons makes a running catch in the corner for out number 2. A loud sound, but nothing doing. 2 quick outs for Jacob Flores and the Oaks. Connor Obi.
Like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, even though it's spelled Ob, A-U-B-E, the center fielder.
I think the first time I saw it, I said Ubi, so Ob is probably a little bit better.
Obi takes a strike. Looking. He's hitting 190 this year. He's had 21 total at-bats, a double, a triple, and 2 base hits. Swings and grounds one to the right side. Baldovino takes it away in right field. The running play is not going to be in time as he spins and throws to first. That'll be a 2-out base hit for Connor Obi. 1 on with 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. A good effort at second by Baldovino, but Obi just a bit too much speed. Able to race to the bag before Baldovino able to make the transition to first in time. Next up is Connor Aoki, the catcher for the Riptide. Rare you see a catcher in the lineup so consistently and so high up in the lineup. First pitch strike.
Similar to Mike Piazza in his slugging power. I mean, obviously he's not Mike Piazza, but the only comparable I can think of right now.
He's hitting .324 this year, and he's tied for the team lead with 2 homers. 0-1 with a runner on first. Flores has moved to first. His throw's on target, but Nico Lima can't apply the tag in time. Runner goes from first. The pitch is a ball. The throw to second is not in time. Connor Obi with a stolen bag. That is his third steal of the season. And he steals it cleanly. That one was on Jacob Flores, I think. Got a really good jump out at first.
We've seen a couple bad throws from Flores. He doesn't laser it in there quick enough. You wonder if teams are going to start to notice that and take advantage of it.
A ball and a strike with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Elevated fastball. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Castro. A ball and 2 strikes. Aoki hit 6th yesterday. Had 3 at-bats. Went 1 for 3 with a base hit to right. 1-2. 2 outs. Off of second is Obi. Flores peers in from his for his sign. The lefty deals. Just a bit inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jacob Flores, one of the powerful left-handed arms on this Caneo Oaks team. John Vergara, another one that comes to mind for me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Travis Weston, another one. 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball right field, and it's out of play. Up on the grass that borders the right field line. Every stadium here, soccer, baseball, softball, volleyball, they all have lights. So if you look out to center field, it's almost like a forest of lights. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball left field. Raul Sandoval ranges over, but Steele Ledford makes the call, makes the catch. So the Riptide get a runner on an infield base hit with 2 outs, but the Oaks prevent further trouble. No runs a hit, no errors, a runner left, and through a full inning, we're tied at 0. Stay with us. We'll be back for the top of the second after a quick break on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Jacob Castro leads off the top of the second inning for the Caneo Oaks. The catcher batting 4th from the left side of the plate. Castro is hitting 158 this year, has 3 base hits and no extra base hits yet. Driven in 4, though. First pitch strike on the outside corner to Flores. It's 0-1. Flores still only 23 at-bats on the summer. Waiting for him to break out. He hit a really high fly ball yesterday that looked like it could have been gone. 0-1 to him. Breaking ball ripped to the opposite field on the ground. Backhand stop by Matthews, the shortstop. Throws to first. And a nice pick by Daniel Jung for a really nice 6-3 put out in the first out of the inning. Man, we're seeing some defense today, aren't we, Zach?
I love it. I love to see it.
Yesterday was a pretty messy game for both teams. Saw an error for the Oaks and 2 errors for the Riptide. Next up is Tyler Odekirk, playing shortstop today and hitting 5th. Speedster from the right side awaits Sartorius' first pitch, which is a curveball that bounces in before the plate. 1-0. Odekirk hitting .225 this year. 6 base hits, 2 doubles, no triples, no homers, and has driven in 4. 1 ball, no strikes to Tyler. He takes a cut fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Yesterday, Tyler Odekirk was the second hole hitter for the Oaks and had 2 hits and 4 at-bats. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He started slow, but he's been picking it up as of late.
The 1-1 pitch. Another nice pitch at the knees. Called a strike, 1-2. Sartorius doesn't throw too hard, Zach, but, I mean, he's pounding the zone, and we've seen in the CCL, if you do that as a pitcher and you make the other team earn their runs, hit their way aboard, drive them in, it's hard to beat you. 1-2 pitch. Sartorius elevates, and it's swung on and fouled.
We've seen with Travis Weston, whose velocity doesn't really get up much higher than 88, 89, but he mixes in the changeup, the curveball. I know he's working on his slider, and good placement, good switching up of the pitches. You can do some damage against hitters.
Hey, how about Jerry Ramirez yesterday doing the same thing? 1-2 to Odekirk. Swing and a miss. Slider buried down and inside. The second strikeout of the day for Sartorius, and there's 2 gone in the second. Steele Ledford, the center fielder, batting 6th, and comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. So far this year, Steele's hitting .222. 3 base hits, 2 doubles, a triple, has driven in 3, walked 6 times, and struck out 5 times. A wide open stance from the left side. We've seen Steele think about going to the opposite field against lefties so far this year, as he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. It's an athletic lineup for Caneo. Definitely a different feel from last year's team. 0-1, a couple outs. Sartorius gathers. The lefties. Overhand delivery is swung on and foul tipped. No balls, 2 strikes.
We've seen the speed on the base paths. I'm looking at the stats now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys already that have a stolen base.
0-2, 2 outs. Ledford waves his bat, digs in. The lefty, Sartorius, lofts the 0-2 pitch. It's hit right back to him, a soft liner, and he snags it for the 3rd out of the inning. So Devin Sartorius has gone 2 perfect innings against Caneo. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. To the bottom of the 2nd with a score tied at 0 right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Josh Solomon, the right-handed hitter for the Orange County Riptide, leads off the bottom of the second inning. Orange County Great Park Stadium, sun setting here. First pitch from Flores lifted on the right side of the infield. Out into right field, Gabe Baldovino is called off by Justin Ammons, who corrals it for out number one. An easy first out to the second inning.
Now batting from Rice University, number 1, Antonio.
Joshua Solomon was hitting .345 inning into that at-bat, but he flies out. And now it's Antonio Cruz's turn, the DH, hitting .250 with 4 base hits and a double. He swings and fouls it back to the screen. 0-1. See him wearing the Orange County Riptide orange cleats. Really makes a complete uniform, doesn't it, Zach? 0-1 pitch, drops in for a strike.
It's all about the kicks, Jordan. All about the kicks.
They're really bright orange. Behind 0-2 to Flores. His pitch. Swing and fouled back.
I mean, nothing compares to that. The Oregon Duck, bright yellow, bright green. They rock the, Nike.
I don't know. As an Oregon student, I've actually been kind of disappointed in the direction of those uniforms recently. 0-2, breaking ball, called strike 3 at the knees. Cruz down looking, strikeout number 1 for Flores. 2 outs here in the second.
Now batting from Notre Dame, number 11, Daniel Jung.
That was a nasty breaking ball, Jordan. Beautifully placed. He had no shot.
Dropped out of the sky, landed at the knees. Daniel Jung next, the first baseman from Notre Dame. Left-on-left matchup, and Flores starts him out with a breaking pitch to the outside. 1-0 to Jung. Daniel Jung, quite a hitter. .395 so far this year. 15 hits, 9 of them have been singles, 5 doubles. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
I think I can safely say he is the most dangerous number 7 hitter in the CCL, Jordan. I can't think of a better one.
Yesterday he was 3 for 3. A double and 2 base hits. Waits the 1-1. Breaking ball too low. Seen Flores so far today. A really good mix of that fastball and slider for strikes, and then the out pitch has been that breaking ball. Boy, is it moving today. 2 balls and a strike. Flores kicks and offers. A fastball at the knees for a strike, 2-2. I just love the presence of Jacob Flores on the hill today. Quickly on the rubber, he's commanding that mound, and he's throwing whatever he wants at whatever count. 2-2, launched to right center field, going way back. Ledford in the gap, watches it, and it 2 hops the wall in right center field. Jung has his 6th double of the season, a 2-out knock to right center field, and he's a perfect 4 for 4 now in the series.
Now batting from Santa Clara University, number 6, Blake Badul.
Not even a bad pitch there from Flores, was it, Zach? At the knees, a fastball well located. Just a balanced swing by Daniel Jung. Plain and simple, he can hit.
Well, your margin for error with a hitter like Jung is slim to none. And even if you make a good pitch, he's a better hitter.
Blake Fidel, the second baseman, batting 8th, in for his first at-bat. Takes a fastball away, 1-0. Fidel is hitting .333 this year, though he's only had 3 official at-bats, which came yesterday. He went 0 for 3. 1-0. Swing and a foul to the right side. 1-1. Well, something's not adding up because he went 0 for 3 yesterday. Oh, pardon me. He went 1 for 3 and was caught at second trying to steal. That's what it was. Somebody sign me up for some prescription glasses. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch to Fidel, a breaking ball up, 2-1. was 70 degrees at first pitch here in Orange County. Has quickly cooled off as a layer of darker clouds have made their way above the stadium. 2-1, 2 gone. Jung at second. Ground ball to the left side. Gomez fields. Sidearm throw to first. 5-3 for out number 3. So Flores has given up 2 hits, both with 2 outs today. And he's gotten out of both situations in this inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left at second. We're through 2 full with a score tied at 0. Oaks back up. Gomez, Krasnick, and Baldovino when we come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Ramon Gomez leads off the top of the 3rd inning for Caneo. He's playing third base today. Made a nice play to end the bottom of the 2nd inning. Gomez, one of the most naturally gifted Caneo Oaks. He's gotten off to a slow start this year. 206 hitter so far. Sartorius, his first pitch of the 3rd, is right down the middle for a strike. Gomez has 5 base hits. They've been timely hits, a double, and a home run back when the Oaks were in Compton against the Academy Barons a couple days ago. 0-1 turns to 0-2, big swing and a miss. The ball's 2 strikes. Gomez taps the plate once. The no ball, 2 strike offering. Slider away, 1-2. So far, Devin Sartorius has just mowed down the Oaks. 6 up, 6 down. 2 strikeouts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a foul right back to the screen. And the count remains 1-2. Orange County Riptide, led by head coach Clemente Bonilla in his first season. A highly touted coach here in the Orange County area. It's become a statewide phenomenon with some of the coaching he's done at the high school level. 1-2, curveball called strike 3. Gomez down looking. Another nasty curveball for Devin Sartorius. His 3rd strikeout today. 1 gone here in the 3rd.
You could tell he knew it immediately. He took a step back, just kind of looked down and said, man, I mean, I know I shook my head too, because that, you can't do anything with it. That's just a beautifully placed breaking ball, dropped out of the sky, perfectly placed by Aoki, man.
And it was a run back curveball too, so it started outside as well, and it came back. Daniel Krasnick, the DH, takes inside, has to flex his knees to avoid getting hit. 1 ball, no strikes.
Krasnick nursing a, I'm not going to say a bum knee, but he did take
a stinger.
A foul ball, yeah, when he was playing catcher.
1-0 to Kras. Hasn't gotten a hit so far this year as he swings and misses. 1-1. One thing about Kras that we have quickly learned is he has one of the best eyes a hitter can have. An on-base percentage of .471 with his 8 walks. Still hasn't gotten a hit, though. 1-1. Swing and a drive to right field. There's hit number 1 for Daniel Krasnick. A rocket into right field for the Oaks' first hit today. 1 on, 1 out for Gabe Baldovino.
I mean, it was just a matter of time, but he just needed that broadcaster's curse push, didn't he, Jordan?
Yes, he did. I'll take responsibility for that one. But a nice swing from Kraz right there. I mean, an inside-out approach, barreled it up, just a clean knock. Gabe Baldovino hasn't had trouble getting hits so far this year. He's .313 with 10 hits. 8 of them have been singles. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Aoki. No balls and a strike. Baldovino has also gotten it done on the base paths. He has a team-high 7 stolen bases, a double and a triple this season, and 6 RBIs. Throw over to check on Kraz. Head first slide, and he's in safely. Sartorius gathers. The lefty takes a deep breath. Here's his pitch. And a sawed-off swing for Baldovino as he cuts and misses at it. Just a well-located slider in on the hands. 0-2. Clemente Bonilla entering his 12th season for the Capo Valley Christian High School team. 0-2. 1 away, 1 on. Sartorius checks the runner and throws. Breaking ball low, gets away from the catcher. Kraz thinks about going, but goes back to first. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably pronounced Capo Valley, considering San Juan Capistrano. But who knows, maybe they're not connected. Ball and 2 strikes and out, a runner on first. 1 hit for the Oaks, 2 hits for the Riptide. Top of the 3rd. Oaks trying to get on the board. Kraz a modest lead at first. Sartorius checks the runner. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to the right side. Well out of play. 7:09. The time here on the West Coast. A later start for Caneo. Had the early start yesterday around 12:15. 1-2, 1 out. Throw over to first base, back in safely. Kraz standing. Back in 2014, Clemente Bonilla led the Eagles to a magical season. 1-2, fouled back again. Baldovino won't go down without a fight. That 2014 season, it was the first boys team to win a CIF championship in school history. He was named the CIF Divisional Coach of the Year. Selected to the Orange County All-Star Game as the head coach to represent the South team. 1-2 and out. Sartorius checks the runner. His pitch, ground ball to shortstop. Matthews pitch to second. Fidel to first. 6-4-3. An inning-ending double play. The Riptide erase the one mistake Sartorius made in this inning, which was the base hit by Krasnick on just a tailor-made double play ball. No runs, a hit, no errors, none left through 2.5. It is still scoreless from Orange County Great Park Stadium. Bottom of the 3rd after this on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Bottom of the third inning from Orange County Great Park Stadium. Scoreless here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network as Blake Evans, the third baseman, hits for the first time today. Takes a fastball from Jacob Flores, called a strike, outer half. Blake Evans, 125 this season, only a couple RBIs. Has 3 hits, all of them singles. 0-1. Breaking ball, fouled to the opposite field and out of play. Quickly 0-2 from Jacob Flores. It's been the fastball and curveball predominantly. Has mixed in the slider too. Ready to go as the lights turn on in the middle of his windup. The pitch is fouled off to the left side on a breaking ball.
Under the lights, the fans are starting to pour in. This is when it gets real, Jordan. It's a CCL summer ball.
It is. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a stadium in better condition than this one. Perfectly manicured facility. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 for Jacob Flores. Now back to the top of the lineup for Carson Matthews, who's 0 for 1 with a line out to Gabe Baldovino at second.
It was a great play by Baldovino to start the game, and that was a great pitch by Flores.
Really was. Inner half, fastball at the knees. Breaking ball to the righty is outside. Carson Matthews, as I mentioned, 0 for 1. Going back to the head coach, though, Clemente Bonilla. Next pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Bonilla's been so dominant in the postseason. He's made 8 consecutive postseasons. He's won league championships all 8 of those seasons. 2-0. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. His total record in the postseason, also impressive, 25-9. Didn't always coach at the high school level, though. Had some experience coaching in pro ball. There's a strike on the inside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. Coached for 5 seasons in professional baseball. 2 major league organizations, 3 independent minor league programs. The 3-1. Swinging a grounder to the right side. Baldovino races towards it. Sidearm throw to first is in time. Baldovino was played up the middle. That ball is headed right for the gap between the first and second baseman. But Baldovino used his speed and made an easy play. 2 gone here in the third. Dylan Rock, the right-handed power-hitting right fielder for his second at-bat. Lined out to deep right field his first time. Flores starts him off with a heater low. That's a ball, and it gets away from the catcher Castro, 1-0. See some youngsters out in the outfield looking to catch some home runs. 1-0. Inside, and it catches the knee of Rock, who shakes it off and jogs to first. First hit by pitch today for Flores. His first free pass issued today. Connor Obie next. Singled in the first inning on a grounder to the second baseman, and thereafter stole second. Got an amphitheater type setting in the outfield. Fans can just go bring a towel and enjoy the summer sky. Swinging a foul behind home and out of play. 0-1 to Obie. Bonilla, head coach of the Riptide, was signed by the Cincinnati Reds in 2002, part of 2003. Played with the organization. His first professional season playing baseball, he had .274 with a .419 on base percentage. That was in the minor league. Throw over to first base. Runner caught between first and second. Hustles to second base and dives in underneath the tag. Dylan Rock was in jail, but he escaped it somehow and advances to second on a stolen base.
And it sounds like we have the super fan here tonight, Jordan.
Oh, we talked about him a little bit earlier this season. Orange County Riptide super fan. 0-1 pitch is a curveball for a strike. 0-2.
He's adding his own level of color commentary. It might be better than mine, Jordan.
We might have to try and get him here on the broadcast later today. See if we can calm him down enough to join us. 0-2, 2 gone, a runner on second. That's Rock. Connor Obie, the hitter. The 0-2 pitch from Flores. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Jacob Flores in today's ballgame. The second of the inning. And for the third consecutive inning, he strands a runner aboard in a scoreless frame. No runs, no hits, no errors. A runner left on second. To the fourth inning we go. Scoreless from Orange County Great Park Stadium. Here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Ready? Top 4. Back to the top of the lineup for Conejo. In a scoreless ball game, here's Zach Engberg for play-by-play of the 4th, 5th, and 6th frames.
Thank you, Jordan. Great first 3 innings. Quick work. Still scoreless here in beautiful Orange County. Justin Ammons back out at the top of the order to start off the 4th inning. Once again facing off against Devin Sartorius. 3 innings of 1 hit ball so far. First pitch is inside, 1-0 count. Ammons 0 for 1 today. Started off the game with a 3-1 put out. Sartorius has been fantastic today. Everything's been working. 1-0 pitch, driven. A line drive, foul ball. It's like that one went right by Coach Solis and Cody Raymer, the first base coach.
Justin Ammons, a really interesting prospect, and I haven't gotten the chance to speak to him personally, but I've talked in great detail with other people about him.
We'll get the rest of that after this 1-1 pitch. Sartorius delivers a big hack from Ammons. Not much of a home run hitter, but he was looking for a big fly right there. 1-2.
Ammons burst onto the scene in the SEC in 2017, improved in 2018, but this past year, kind of disappointed by his standards. Only a 254 average after hitting 274 last year. Didn't get drafted like he hoped to. So he's playing out west to get noticed by more West Coast scouts this summer.
1-2 pitch from Sartorius. Wow. That curveball did not break. Hung up high right next to Ammons' head. 2-2 count.
Yeah, floated it up there.
Sometimes it just doesn't fall. You'll see that a lot. And those are the ones that are dangerous. Those are the ones that if they hang like that anywhere in the vicinity of the plate, those are going to be blasted. Sartorius delivers a 2-2 pitch. That one again doesn't quite break. Hangs up. Full count. Sartorius, one of the many Riptide players rocking the beautiful blue socks with the orange stripes. I'm a big fan of those, Jordan. You know, I'm a big sock guy, and those are special. A little orange accent. Rocking the blue arm sleeve on his right arm as well. Sets at the belt. Comes with the pitch. Ammons skies it foul. Went down to his knees on that one. Finally drops. Still a full count here. Starting to cool down in beautiful Irvine, California. Mountains in the background of the stadium. It's a beautiful view here, Jordan. It really is.
I wonder if it's going to start raining. I mean,
I hope not.
there's really dark clouds out right
We don't have any cover, so the full count pitch. Ammons fouls it off once again. That one goes back out into the crowd.
I wonder what the procedure would be. I mean, summer collegiate baseball in Southern California, and there's
Downpour.
rain. I mean, it would almost be like a world war on the field. People would just have to, I mean, they'd be so uncomfortable they wouldn't know what to do.
One of my favorite things is in college baseball, the rain delays, what the players will do.
Oh,
that is,
you're right.
I would be interested to see if they were to delay a game, what the players would be out there doing. The 3-2 pitch. Ammons drives it. Is that going to drop? It's going to drop, and that's going to be a single. He rounds second after the center fielder drops the ball, and he's safely into second base. A beautiful piece of him and hitting right there for Justin Ammons. Lead-off double here in the top of the fourth inning. The Oaks with their second hit of the game.
That is a professional at-bat from Justin Ammons. I mean, to fall behind in the count, then foul off a number of tough ones, take a number of tough pitches, and then have the presence of mind to understand that he doesn't need to rocket one over the fence in right field, but it would be just as valuable to just go the other way and drop a base hit there. And then beyond that, to take the extra bag, that's a great at-bat for Justin Ammons to lead off the fourth.
Raul Sandoval, second time up today, struck out looking the first time. Sartorius checks the runner at second. He got to be nervous about Ammons, the 20 stolen bases last year at Tennessee. It's funny. I think he got a little lucky because Obi, it looked like, didn't quite have a read on it. It took a weird bounce in the outfield, but Ammons, I think, was running to second regardless. I think he got a little lucky with that bounce right there. Although, as a professional, as a center fielder, he knows those bounces better than anyone. The first pitch, a little bit outside, 1-0 count. Sandoval. Again, struck out looking the first time. One of the many victims of Sartorius's beautiful breaking balls today.
And the command of the fastball.
Ammons goes. He's going to take a run at third, and he's going to get in there safely. No throw. A fantastic jump by Ammons. Timed it perfectly. You saw Sartorius turned around, turned back right when he turned back. Ammons, a couple-step lead, and then he went, no throw. Perfectly executed steal of third right there. What a weapon Ammons is.
Oh, my. I mean, that was one of the greatest jumps I've ever seen. And I wish we had instant replay. Here it was halfway to third before the pitch was thrown.
Ammons skies the 2-0 pitch, and that's going to be a nice play. It's going to be caught by the first baseman, Daniel Jung. Looked like he caught it and then dropped it, but he dropped it after he had secured the catch. One down with a runner on third here. And Nico Lima 0 for 1 today up to bat.
Nico Lima's been so good in RBI spots this season. Go back to the Barons a few days back. Lima had the RBI knock that got the scoring started for Caneo.
Lima takes the first pitch inside. Quickly 1-0. This is a great opportunity. This is where you want a guy like Lima up to the plate with a runner on third, the chance to take a lead. And as you mentioned, he's been fantastic as of late. Any kind of contact, even a fly ball to deep left field, is going to score a runner. And he takes that pitch. He drives it left field. That thing is going to go, and that is going to be a souvenir for those kids out in left field. A big fly for Nico Lima, his first of the season. And the Oaks take a 2-0 lead as he rounds second, heads to third, heads home, gets a nice high five from third base coach Mark Fitzgerald. And as we mentioned, Jordan, he was gearing up for one of those, unleashed on that one, and that thing went, my friend. That thing went.
The left fielder, Josh Solomon, took one step, and then he watched it and then slowly walked towards the fence. A no-doubt blast for Nico Lima. Finally gets his first of the summer after flying out to the track. I can't even count how many times. 2-0 Oaks. Huge to be up against a team with as great a bullpen as the Riptide have.
The catcher, Jacob Castro, in the cleanup spot here, although he's got nothing to clean up after that 2-0 lead right here. Takes his first pitch a little low, 1-0 count. That's got to feel good for Lima. He's been so close so many times.
Feels good for us to finally see it because we knew how much power he had.
Castro takes a golf hack at that one a little bit low, fouls it off. 1-1 count, 1 out. The Oaks now 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. The Riptide, no runs on 2 hits, no errors. But all it takes, Jordan, all it takes is 1 swing.
Feels like it just, he lifted the monkey off of his shoulders.
And it helps not playing in Sparky Anderson Field where the righty batters, not much luck. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt, way in front of Castro.
That would have been close at Sparky Anderson Field. I don't know if that would have gone out.
There was a lot of lift on that one.
It was hit hard enough here. It didn't. I don't know. It stayed up. I'm not sure if it would have gone through the jet stream at Sparky Anderson.
Sartorius now down 2-0, delivers the pitch. Castro fouls it back. 2-2 count. It's around 330 to straightaway left. It's around 380 to left center. I'd say that was right in between. I'd say that was easily 375, way over the fence. So maybe it would have gone to Sparky Anderson.
I don't know about that, 375. It's a bit optimistic.
That landed really far out, back towards the lights.
Did it really?
2-2 pitch, the hanging breaking ball. Castro just misses, fouls it off. Right over the Riptide dugout. Still a 2-2 count.
And Zach, is that the first Caneo Oak home run you've called this season?
I think it's the second or third, actually. I know I had the Yamashiro one in Arroyo Seco, although that one I wasn't sure about. Bounced at the top of the wall. I wasn't sure whether it was going to come back or not. And then there was another one, I believe, that I called. Castro just gets that off the end of his bat, and that's going to drop. The third hit of the inning for the Oaks. Castro takes a couple steps around first. He was not going to get to second. Lifts his arm in celebration. And the Oaks still going here in the top of the fourth. 1 out and a runner on. Another great piece of hitting right there from Jacob Castro as Tyler Odekirk up to bat here. Struck out swinging in the second inning.
That was a defensive swing from Jacob Castro. He kind of lunged at it, threw his bat out at the baseball, and just got a piece of it and massaged it into shallow center field. That's, again, a really talented swing, and a swing that not a lot of players at this level can execute. That's why you see, Jacob Castro, despite his numbers through his first few games as an Oak this season, Coach Solis still trusts him right at that 4th spot in the order.
Little mound meeting for Sartorius, trying to calm him down. He was fantastic the first 3 innings. 3 hits, 2 runs in the top of the 4th here. Still only 1 out. Odekirk readies, and he shows bunt. Pulls back a little bit. That pitch misses 1-0. Way more fans today. Later start. It's tough when you have that 12 p.m. noon start. You're not going to get many people out, but 7:30 p.m., this beautiful facility, we see the kids coming out. Or 6:30 p.m. start. Odekirk pops the second pitch up, way foul. I think it's going to land outside of the stadium, right over our heads.
I still think if we're ranking the CCL stadiums in terms of environment, I still don't think this is a top 3 stadium.
Wow. High praise for the other parks. Pickoff attempt from Sartorius. Misses.
Well, I'm going to include Healdsburg in this because even though the Oaks don't have them on their schedule, they're in the CCL Northern Division. That's a beautiful, legendary little park they have up there.
1-1 pitch delivered. Odekirk still showing bunt. That one's in there, 1-2 count. Trying to get the runner over, but has not seen a pitch to bunt on, apparently, so far this at-bat.
San Luis Obispo obviously takes the cake.
I'll see that for the first. We'll see that for the first time this weekend.
Yes, we will.
Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. start. Well, Sunday matinee. Odekirk swings at that one, tips off the end of his bat, and that's going to be a strikeout for Sartorius. 2 down in the top of the 4th. His 4th strikeout of the game. Steele Ledford, 0 for 1 so far today. Lined out to Sartorius, a great ranging play in the 1st inning, or in the 3rd inning.
This might be a spot where Steele Ledford can lay down a bunt. You see Blake Evans, the 3rd baseman, playing back. Little shift. Carson Matthews, the shortstop, up the middle. You lay one down in a good spot. It's an easy base hit.
Skies that one into left field. It's going to drop just foul. A couple feet off the left field foul line. Quickly 0-1.
Curious to talk to him about that, and maybe Mark Fitzgerald too, because I know for a fact that the Oaks give signs on every single pitch of the season, from Coach Solis in the dugout to Fitzgerald, who relays it to the player. I wonder if maybe Fitzgerald sees something in the defensive alignment, whether he can make the call. Because as I mentioned, this would be an ideal bunting spot for the Oaks with 2 outs to get a runner in scoring position.
We'll see if they do that 0-1 count, 2 outs. Big pitch here from Sartorius. He delivers. Ledford takes inside. 1-1 count. Ledford certainly is a good enough hitter here that he could get one in the gap. We've seen that. There's definitely some space. Right center field, left center field, and down the 3rd baseline. If he could place the ball well enough there. 1-1 pitch. Castro's running. Ledford dribbles it to Sartorius. Sartorius is going to race. Speedster, and he gets there. That's going to be an unassisted put out for Sartorius, and he gets out of the inning. But the Oaks, with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave a runner on base as they take a 2-0 lead. And we'll head into the bottom of the 4th inning. The Riptide will be up to bat. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Angberg, alongside my broadcast partner Jordan Brenner and our producer Emily Hilsinger from beautiful Great Park Stadium in Irvine, California. The Oaks up 2-0 over the OC Riptide. Jacob Flores out for his 4th inning of work, and he'll face off against Connor Aoki to lead off the 4th inning. Aoki fouls the first pitch off.
Can I ask you?
0-1. Yes, sir.
Can I ask you something? I understand this is a beautiful facility here.
Yes.
But to call it Great Park Stadium. I mean, come on now. That's a little bit showing off your jewelry a little bit, in my opinion.
I don't know. Second pitch a little bit outside for Flores. It's a massive facility, 1-1 count. It's a massive facility, I will say, Jordan. And I know before the game we were impressed. We came in and we were kind of going in the bus in all different directions. Couldn't figure out where the stadium was. 1-1 pitch. Aoki fouls it back. 1-2 count. It's a huge facility. It is great in size. It's a new facility, so I can't say whether it's...
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
That's my assumption.
Yeah, it is great in size, as we hear the Orange County super fan.
I want to get a mic on him. Like, this is great.
I don't think he needs a mic. I think we
Oh,
can
yeah,
hear him.
he's loud enough.
Yeah.
Flores readies for the 1-2 pitch. Delivers. Aoki slices it off the end of his bat. Wow. A fantastic play by the second baseman, Gabe Baldovino. Jumped at that one. Grabbed it. Looked like it was right off the end of his glove. Fantastic play for the first out in the fourth inning. Man, Jordan, we have seen Gabe Baldovino flash the leather. I wonder if maybe some scouts are here he's trying to show off because, wow, second time today he's made a great play to lead off an inning.
Yeah, my scorebook next to plays I want to remember, I put a little star for myself. That's Gabe Baldovino's second star of the game.
Next hitter, Joshua Solomon, takes the first pitch outside 1-0 count.
Wonder how many he'll have by the ninth inning. That's 2 and 4 innings. I mean, those are two really difficult plays that Gabe Baldovino made look really easy.
1-0 pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 count. I wonder, Jordan, if you keep track of that as the season goes on, and you can start to, see who's making the game-changing plays throughout the season as Flores readies, delivers the pitch. A little bit low, 2-1 count.
I think that'd be a good thing to do.
I think Baldovino will be up there as far as the important plays that he's made this year.
Oh, he's got to be.
Defensively, offensively, timely hits, stolen bases, runs. 2-1 pitch from Flores. Swing and a liner. Foul ball. 2-2 count. We've seen Flores, the last time that he started a game against the Academy Barons, he was perfect through 3 innings, and then in the 4th inning, he only went a third of an inning, 3 walks, gave up a hit, and a run. So we'll see if he can hang on here in the 4th inning against the Riptide. That pitch, beautifully placed breaking ball, drops right out of the sky. Add a little cheddar on that, and that's another strikeout for Flores. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Get some soap out. That one was dirty. My goodness.
That was nasty. Antonio Cruz, second at bat tonight. Cruz struck out looking last time up in the second. Cruz comes from a long line of baseball. I'm not going to say royalty, but a long line of baseball players. He's a third-generation player. He was drafted in the 37th round in the 2018 draft. His dad, Jose Cruz Jr., played 12 seasons. His grandfather, Jose Cruz, played, I believe, 18 seasons. I can check on that. Played 19 years. And he's also the former first base coach of the Houston Astros. Cruz also a couple uncles that have played. First pitch from Flores, inside 1-0 count. And a lot of these guys also went to Rice, and Antonio Cruz also goes to Rice. So he is a guy who, he has the talent, and I'd say on this team he is one of the better Major League prospects. But he looks silly on that big swing and a miss, 1-1 count. I mean, when you come from a line of a 19-year Major League player, a 12-year Major League player, Major League coaches, that's a lot of pressure. It was jammed on that one, fouls it off, 1-2 count. His great uncles, Hector and Tommy Cruz, both also big leaguers. 1-2 pitch Flores at the big breaking ball, misses high, 2-2 count. Flores looking to get out of this inning unscathed once again. 2-2 count, 2 outs. No runners on. 2-0 lead for the Oaks. He sets, he delivers. Cruz fouls it off. No play for Nico Lima. Still a 2-2 count. And Cruz, we see right here, he's going to go down swinging. He's going to go down fighting, fouling off every pitch, doing a great job of keeping this at-bat alive, keeping this inning alive. Fouls that one off as well. Still a 2-2 count. Sun's starting to set here, 7:43 p.m. in Irvine, California. A little bit of cloud cover over us, but still a nice night. 2-2 pitch delivered, fouled off once again. Lima still no play on that one. And Cruz stays alive a little longer. Haven't heard any noise from the superfan.
I think I'm going to go talk to him in the half inning and see if we can get him on the broadcast.
Oh, man. I'll take a back seat if he wants to take play-by-play. Torres sets, delivers. Cruz again fouls it off. Thought we might have had a chance to grab that ball. Still a 2-2 count. I'm not sure whether his language would be safe for. Although I haven't heard anything bad from him.
No, I think
yet.
He keeps it pretty clean.
You mentioned he was very active during the title game last year as well, between the Oaks and the Riptide at Sparky Anderson. Flores delivers the 2-2 pitch. Cruz just barely fouls that one off right off the end of his bat. Stays alive a little longer. Flores just cannot get out of this inning. Antonio Cruz doing his best work. This is where you see the big league talent. And right there, a beautifully placed ball right past the diving Tyler Odekirk. Antonio Cruz fouls off a bunch of pitches, stays alive, and gets a base hit to extend this fourth inning. And what do you know? Daniel Jung up next for the Riptide. Jung already 1 for 1 today with a double. Laced it into right center field. Then this is not a guy that you want to have up here, Jordan, trying to end the inning.
I mean, he's perfect in this series. 4 for 4. He's been hard to stop. And I think this is a spot here, even though there's a runner on first base, you got to be very careful if you're Jacob Flores not to give Daniel Jung anything to drive.
Absolutely, that pitch. Cruz runs, and he gets in there safely. The throw from Castro was a little bit high. That's a stolen base for Antonio Cruz. There it is.
And
1-0 count.
Even more so here, behind 1-0, now an open bag at first base.
You got to think about walking him, or at least not giving him anything he can do damage with. That one in the dirt. Castro quickly 2-0. And you see Flores being very careful with Jung. And his first time up, we mentioned, well-placed pitches by Flores. Jung, just a better job of hitting. He got a hold of one, drove it into right center. One of the 4 hits today, or one of the 3 hits today for the Riptide. That one inside, Jung has to lean back a little bit. 3-0 count. If Jung got on, Blake Fidal would be next. Fidal 0 for 1 today. Flores looks back the runner and delivers. That one's in there, a little teardrop on the inside corner. 3-1 count. Jung has an interesting, he gets in a deep squat, I would say. Takes a big swing and a miss. Wow. He wanted that one. Flores raced it past him. Full count. Big pitch right here, Jordan. Full count. 2 outs. Runner on second. Trying to hold on to a 2-0 lead and get out of this 4th inning. Flores looks back the runner at second. A little bit of a lead by Cruz. And Jung just barely fouls that one off the end of his bat. Stays alive here. Still a full count. You know they're not going to go down easy. You're going to have to really get Jung with a great pitch. We've seen him, Flores, work a good fastball, his breaking ball, but you got to be real careful with Jung, because if that thing is hanging, he's going to take it for a ride.
I think You go deep into your bag of tricks here for Jacob Flores. You try and bury a breaking ball in the outside corner, and you live with it if Daniel Jung takes that pitch.
Still worried about Cruz, delivers, and he gets him swinging right there. A beautifully placed pitch by Flores. Gets out of the inning. The Riptide, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, a runner left on base. A couple great defensive plays. That beautiful leaping catch from Gabe Baldovino. And the Oaks still lead 2-0 here as we head into the top of the 5th inning. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Ramon Gomez up now for the Oaks. Still facing off against Devin Sartorius, back out for his 5th inning of work after allowing that big fly from Nico Lima. The Oaks up 2-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch from Sartorius, a little bit outside, 1-0 count.
Good old pitcher's duel today, Zach. Second in a row we've seen. See if it holds up, but both of these starters, Flores and Sartorius, have been on the money.
Absolutely. 1-0 pitch. Gomez drives that one. That'll be a tough play for the shortstop. He takes it in, delivers a perfect strike to the first baseman, an easy 6-3. Well, I'm not going to say easy, but a 6-3 put out right there, 1 down in the top of the 5th. He did a little stop with his chest. That's a soccer play, Jordan, when you let it bounce off your body, catch it.
That's the first thing they teach you in T-ball. Stay in front of the baseball.
Good play by Carson Matthews there. Daniel Krasnick up now. Got his first hit of the season in the 3rd inning. First pitch in there for a strike. What did that bring his OBP up to? Around 500?
Gotta be.
We've seen the great discipline, great eye from Krasnick. 0-1 pitch. A little bit low in the dirt. Bounces to the backstop. 1-1 count. Daniel Krasnick from Hawaii. It's got to be great going Hawaii and being able to play summer ball in Southern California. 1-1 pitch, a little bit outside. 2-1 count. Sartorius sets, delivers. That one's in there. 2-2 count to Krasnick. Beautifully placed ball from Sartorius. Sartorius has been one of the better starters for the Riptide this season. 2-2 pitch delivers. Krasnick fouls it off to the right side. Still 2-2 count. Coming into this game, already had 11 1/3 innings pitched. Looking to go 5 here. Not much run support so far, though. Flores doing a great job. No runs on 3 hits for the Riptide. And that Nico Lima blast is the difference so far. 2-2 count, 1 out. Sartorius sets at the belt. Reddies delivers. That one's in there. Strike 3 called. Krasnick not too happy about it. Walks off. Holding his bat a little bit low. Great delivery from Sartorius. Gabe Baldovino up now.
10 total strikeouts in this game, 5 apiece for each starter. Tying both lineups up in knots today.
Lots of hung heads walking away from the plate, which is, if you're a fan of pitcher duels, that's what you want to see. First pitch is a little bit high, 1-0 count. Gabe Baldovino, we've seen the great defense today, but 0 for 1. Grounded into a 6-4-3 double play that ended the 3rd inning after Krasnick got on with a single. See if he can make something happen with 2 outs here. The 1-0 pitch dropped in there, beautifully placed by Sartorius. Beautifully framed by Aoki, 1-1 count. Sounds like there's some action in the Oaks bullpen. Wonder if we'll see Flores out for his 5th inning of work. Baldovino chops that, jammed a little bit. Great play by the 3rd baseman. That'll be a 5-3 put out. Blake Evans with a great grab. And the Oaks, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Couple ground outs and a strikeout looking, but they still lead 2-0 over the OC Riptide as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Blake Fadula up now for the Orange County Riptide. Jacob Flores back out once again. Looking to close off what would be a great start. Be in line for his first win of the season. Up 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch, just a little bit low and outside, 1-0 count. Blake Fadal 0 for 1 today. Ground into a 5-3 put out in the 2nd inning. Flores 5 strikeouts today, 4 innings, no runs allowed, 3 hits. A little comebacker bounces off Flores' leg. Gomez tried to make a fantastic play at 3rd, throws it away. And Fadal is on 2nd base. I think the first thing here, and Coach Lees is going to come out, make sure Jacob Flores is okay, because that thing bounced off his leg hard. I'm not sure if he's hurt or not, I can't really tell, but that reaction, that's got to sting.
Yeah, that was hit right at him. It caught him right on the inner thigh. He looks okay. Still trying to shake it off. Coach Solis obviously very worried. That's going to be ruled a base hit and then an error that advances the runner to 2nd base. Gomez almost made a really special play.
He was trying to play hero ball there, and it's a bold move, and we talked about his defensive prowess, but I think right there on that kind of play, if you can't make that throw, which is would have been an incredible throw, ranging a bullet, if you can't make it, you don't you don't make the throw. But threw it away there. Blake Fidal on second base to lead off the 5th inning. And Blake Evans, who struck out swinging on a fastball perfectly placed by Flores, is up for his 2nd time today. He's got a runner on here. A great chance to close the gap. Flores' first pitch just misses. And I think what's important here, watch Flores, make sure, because sometimes you can't tell.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a couple minutes before it tightens up.
1-0 pitch. Checks the runner at second. Fouled off by Evans.
It would just be such a shame because Jacob Flores has been terrific today. I would venture his best appearance of the summer. He's had some good ones, but just the length at which he's done it. I mean, this is
no question
5th inning of scoreless baseball.
No question. Fidal, no stolen bases on the season, but you know he'll run if he has a chance. That breaking ball misses way up and inside 2-1 count.
Especially in a close ball game like this. I mean, the Oaks know this. I'm sure the Riptide know this. The coaching staff does. Every run matters in a pitcher's duel like this.
2-1 pitch in there. Laced. 2-2 count. And you know Coach Solis, if he sees anything he doesn't like from Flores, he's got action in the bullpen. He'll be quick to pull. And as we mentioned, we've seen it fall apart for Flores. Every game, it seems like he adds an inning.
See Bailey Holbrook warming right now.
And he gets a nice swing and a miss right there. Foul tip and a strike. A little theatrics from the home plate umpire. Gave a little pose on the strikeout right there. 6th strikeout of the game for Flores. 1 down in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Coach Sully's out to have a discussion with his lefty. 6 strikeouts now for Jacob Flores. He's been lights out. He's been commanding all his pitches. I wonder, though, if this is the finish line. I think, yep, Coach Solis is going to make the change and go to the righty Holbrook, which will send us to a break.
Yeah, we'll get you Jacob Flores' line and the rest of the bottom of the 5th inning on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Bailey Holbrook on the mound now for the Conejo Oaks. The Oaks up 2-0, 1 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Back up at the top of the order, Carson Matthews is 3rd at bat of the game. 0 for 2 so far today. Blake Fidal on second base. After that single that bounced off Jacob Flores' inner thigh. Reached second on the throwing error by Gomez. Holbrook checks the runner. Matthews a little 2-step. That pitch misses 1-0. Jacob Flores, a fantastic performance. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, no earned so far. although he would be on the hook for the runner at second if it were to score. 6 strikeouts, no walks. Fidel runs. Castro with the throw is going to be a little bit behind. And the Riptide with a runner on third, 1 down. And Carson Matthews up. Bailey Holbrook, his second appearance this season. In his first appearance, went an inning. 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout, no hits, no walks, no runs. A perfect inning. Looking to duplicate that here. But quickly down 2-0 and misses on that one. Matthews had to take a quick dive back. Down 3-0.
It's tough for a pitcher to come in to a ball game, especially when, everything that Jacob Flores threw is just the ball seems so small for a hitter.
Holbrook misses on that one. Castro tried to frame it. And the Riptide with runners on the corners after that walk here for Carson Matthews. Dylan Rock, 0 for 1 today, reached in the third with a hit by pitch and stole second. One of the best hitters in the CCL with a chance to tie the game or even take the lead. And you hear the superfan still active.
He's got a name, and it is Keith Franklin. I just talked with him in the half inning a little bit.
Did you ask him about his hair?
I didn't ask him about his hair. I asked him about his allegiance to the Orange County Riptide, though.
Rock takes the first pitch outside, and Bailey Holbrook so far today, 5 pitches, 5 balls. You mentioned, Jordan, it's tough. He hasn't pitched in a little while. His one outing was earlier in the season, so to come out, especially against this potent lineup, and try to handle this situation has got to be tough. 1-0 pitch to Rock. That one's finally in there. Well-placed fastball in the outside corner, 1-1 count. Dylan Rock coming into the game, has 400 hitter. 8 stolen bases, 10 runs, 7 RBIs. So he's a dangerous guy to have up here. 2 runners on for the Riptide. Holbrook checks the runner at first. Little 2-step lead. Delivers that pitch. And that's going to be a stolen base for Carson Matthews. No throw from Jacob Castro. Tried to decide whether to throw. Checked on Fidel at third. I think he was worried if he would throw it to second, that Fidel would try to come home. That's an easy stolen base for Carson Matthews. Rock fouls that one off. 2-2 count for Holbrook. There's something about his voice, Jordan. I don't know what it is. It's
raspy.
It is. It's raspy. I would like to duplicate it. I think it's a perfect voice.
I'm gonna give you my impersonation off air in the half inning.
If you want to hear Jordan's impersonation, please send a chat into our YouTube live stream.
Please do not.
Rock fouls that one off. Down the right side. Still 2-2 count. He seems to be a really big fan of Dylan Rock specifically.
You are a rock. That last part was...
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what he just said.
It started out okay, and then it kind of devolved there into just noise, which I think is enough here. That's what you get in Irvine, California, 8:06 p.m. Holbrook delivers the pitch, and Rock again fouls it off.
I can tell you for a fact that his experience tonight is being enhanced by a certain beverage.
You mean like chocolate milk?
Yeah. We'll go with chocolate milk.
Should run him a bottle of water during the break. Gets hot down here. Got to stay hydrated. Holbrook, the big pitch, 2-2. Rock again fouls it off. Skies that one. Some kids trying to run after. I don't know if they'll be able to get it. Looks like it landed outside the stadium. Still 2-2, 1 out. The Riptide, a runner at first, a runner at third. Dylan Rock at the plate. He's dangerous. A runner at second, a runner at third. I forgot about that stolen base. Holbrook delivers the pitch a little bit outside. Castro, the slide, checks on the runner at third. It's a full count here. we might have a bases loaded situation coming up, Jordan. Most important pitch of the season for Bailey Holbrook. We'll see what he brings to the table. Holbrook checks the runner at third, checks the runner at second, sets, delivers. Rock drives it into center field. That's going to land. One runner is going to score. Matthews is being sent home. Matthews is going to run across the plate. Rock gets into second base, and he is out. Good play by Nico Lima, who was covering second base, but Dylan Rock with a 2-run single. And the Riptide have tied the game 2-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A great piece of hitting right there by Dylan Rock. Dropped it right into center field. Lots of speed from Matthews and Fidel. And Holbrook, a third of an inning, and gave up a massive hit right there. And Connor Obi up now for the Riptide.
Simply on that one for Bailey Holbrook, he just caught too much plate with a 3-2 hitter, and Dylan Rock doesn't miss many of those.
First pitch to Obi, misses, 1-0 count. Yeah, we've talked about with Daniel Jung, the margin of error is very slim, but Dylan Rock, margin of error might be even slimmer. Second pitch to Obi, fouls that one off. I don't know how he got a hold of that one, but 1-1 count. And that's a tough situation to throw Holbrook into. Hasn't pitched in a while. A slim lead against a dangerous Riptide lineup. Just couldn't come through.
He threw strikes. That's what you care about as a pitcher. And Bailey Holbrook made some solid pitches. Dylan Rock made some good swings.
Holbrook delivers the 1-1 pitch. Obi lines it into center field. That one's going to drop. Another base hit for the Riptide, and they still got something brewing here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-2 game, and Joshua Solomon will be up.
Now from Baylor University, number 19, Connor Aoki.
Oh, Connor Aoki. Connor Aoki up now. I skipped Aoki. How could I skip Aoki? Little mound meeting between Solis and Bailey. And that'll be it for Bailey Holbrook. Only went a third of an inning, gave up a big hit to Dylan Rock. And we're going to go to break here. But when we come back, we'll get you Bailey Holbrook's line and the rest of the bottom of the 5th inning on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Connor Aoki up for the Orange County Riptide, facing a New Oaks pitcher, Clay Rickerman. Welcome back here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Zach Engberg alongside Jordan Brenner and our producer, Emily Hilsinger. The Oaks and Riptide tied 2-2 after that 2-run single from Dylan Rock. Rickerman first pitch to Aoki. Castro with the throw. And that'll be a stolen base for Connor Obi. Castro has been a little bit off on all of his throws this year on stolen base attempts.
And I don't mean to knock Castro. It's certainly not his fault. But, I mean, some of these throws, they're on target. I just don't think his release is quite quick enough yet. But the fact that he has a strong arm, and he is accurate with it. I mean, it's just a work in progress at this point.
Rickerman on the 0-1 pitch. Aoki doesn't chase, and it's a 1-1 count.
And I'm going to put an equal amount of blame on the starting pitchers for this. This is 3 stolen bases in the inning. I mean, Bailey Holbrook, he isn't out there enough, to be frank, to develop, a quick release to the plate and develop an ability to hold runners.
Rickerman checks the runner at second, delivers the pitch, misses outside 2-1 count. So Bailey Holbrook went a third of an inning, 2 hits, a run. It was earned so far. He would be on the hook for the runner at second if they were to score. And 1 walk. No strikeouts. A tough third of an inning for Bailey. Tough second outing of the year. Clay Rickerman now trying to end the inning. Rickerman, that pitch beautifully placed, drops in there. 2-2 count.
And as I was saying a little bit earlier, when you're coming in for a guy like Jacob Flores who's on his game, anything you throw is going to look like a beach ball in the batter's box.
Absolutely. Margin for error very slim, and you only need to make 1 or 2 mistakes, and he did. Dylan Rock took advantage. Rickerman checks the runner at second. A little stutter step right there. He was dancing at second. Aoki fouls that one off. Obi playing some games with Rickerman.
Clay Rickerman from Cal Lutheran, Zach, and his goal for the summer is to earn some more starts next year. At Cal Lu was an important bullpen piece, but wants to be a starter next year on a team that he thinks could compete for a national championship at the D3 level.
They won a couple years ago, 2017.
They did.
Rickerman so far this season, 7 1/3 innings pitched, about a 3.68 ERA, and a beautiful breaking ball right there. Connor Aoki couldn't catch up. Actually, not that he couldn't catch up, he was way too fast for it. Beautifully placed by Rickerman. But the Riptide, with 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base, and they tie the game 2-2 as we head into the top of the 6th inning. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Justin Ammons up for the 3rd time today for the Conejo Oaks, facing off against Devin Sartorius, coming out for his 6th inning of work after the Riptide tie the game 2-2 off a big 2-run single by Dylan Rock. Justin Ammons 1 for 2 today. Had a double and a stolen base in the 4th inning. Was left on in the first pitch from Sartorius is inside, misses 1-0 count. Ammons has had I'll dare to say it, he's had a great first 2 games for the Conejo Oaks. Leading off, playing center, playing right. A couple of hits, a stolen base.
Hitting an even 500, Zach.
That's what you like to see. Second pitch holds off on that one, 2-0 count. And I'm curious to see if Sartorius, if he can continue, because he's been fantastic so far in 5 innings, if he can continue his performance or if he falls apart here, which we've seen a lot of CCL starters prone to do as the game rolls on. That pitch inside misses. Ammons doing a good job, 3-0 count.
And like I said before, I haven't had the privilege to speak to Ammons quite yet this season, but anytime you have a guy who's a 3-year starter in the SEC, that's not just a jolt to your lineup, but that's a jolt to your leadership.
And that's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning. Fantastic plate discipline right there from Justin Ammons. His nickname is Ammo. He told me pregame. Had that since about his sophomore year in high school. And he certainly is a weapon on the base paths. That'll be it for Sartorius. New pitcher for the Riptide. Sartorius leaves to cheers from the crowd, local kid. And we will get you Sartorius' line and the new pitcher and the top of the 6th inning after the break. Come back on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Andre Antone now pitching for the Orange County Riptide, replacing Devin Sartorius. We'll get you his line in a second. And he's facing off against the 2-hole hitter, Raul Sandoval. Sandoval for 2 today, struck out looking in the first. Flew out to the first baseman in the third. First pitch a little bit inside, 1-0 count. Sartorius, 5 1/3 innings. 4 hits, 2 runs, both were earned. 5 strikeouts and 1 walk. Good performance from the big lefty. Andre Antone checks on the runner at first. Ammons, obviously, a lot of speed. Got to be careful with him. Antone, second day playing, in the second straight day playing, but yesterday he was batting for the OC Riptide. Today taking his talents to the mound. 1-0 pitch, dropped in there beautifully, 1-1 count. Antone, 2 innings pitched this season. Hasn't allowed a run. Hasn't allowed a hit. No walks and 4 strikeouts. So, faced 6 batters, retired 6 batters. And he's got Sandoval 1-1 here. Second pitch in there, strike, 1-2 count. Last inning we saw Bailey Holbrook, who is multi-talented, hits and pitches in this inning. We see Andre Antone doing the same. Checks on the runner at first, delivers, pitch out, 2-2 count.
Anytime Ammons is aboard first, a threat to steal.
Absolutely. Already a stolen base today. Antone turns back, throws to first, does not get the pickoff. 2-2 count. Raul Sandoval. Sandoval, 5 RBIs on the season. One of the best on the Oaks this year at driving in runs. Takes that pitch just a little outside. You hear some moans and groans from the crowd. And it'll be a full count for Raul Sandoval. Lots of kids in the crowd today. And Jordan, I know you were trying to help out some fans.
I was
during the break.
They wanted a foul ball. It's in this like a blocked off area up the stairs.
Antone delivers. Sandoval fouls it off. Another ball possibly for the kids to run and get. And you see them running up the stairs.
Yep, there they go.
Still a full count.
They're off to the races.
They're going, and they're gone. Wow. Out the front door. Antone again checks on Ammons at first. Nothing doing there. Still a full count. You know, we caught a foul ball earlier. We had it here for about half an inning, and then one of the staffers took it away. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. I was very excited about that ball.
Tragic.
Sandoval fouls it off as Ammons was running on that pitch. Still 3-2, still no outs. Ammons still at first. Sandoval, fantastic opportunity right here to expand the lead. That pitch plunked him, but regardless, it would have been ball 4, and he takes first base. And the Oaks now with a runner on first, a runner on second, a lot of speed on the base paths, and no outs as the big slugger, Nico Lima, already with a big 2-run blast today. Sent that one to the lights. Up now, 2 runners on, no outs in the top of the 6th inning.
The appetizers have been served, Zach, and, well, Nico Lima's ready for a big boy meal. Ready to eat here in the 6th inning.
Some steak and potatoes.
Yep. This is the guy the Oaks want up.
No question, but he's showing bunt here. Pulls back on that one. That's in there for a strike. Always fascinated by when Coach Solis decides to roll the bunt attempt out. We've seen it definitely in important moments. Lima showing bunt here still.
Wants a sacrifice here.
Antone obviously concerned about Ammons at second. Spins off. We'll wait for the second pitch of the at-bat. Lima again showing bunt. Antone again spinning out. Still checking on Ammons. We've seen the great jump from Ammons already. I think Antone saw the scouting report. Lima looks like he's going to swing on this one. A little bit high, and Antone plunks Lima, and guess what? The Oaks with the bases loaded here, no outs in the top of the 6th inning. Jacob Castro up to bat. Antone has come into this game, 2 batters, and he's hit both batters, has not been able to find the strike zone. I'm not sure whether that's some of it is hasn't pitched in a while. Some of it might be he's been wholly concerned about Justin Ammons. some commentary from the superfan. What was his name again, Jordan?
I'm trying to remember. Keith Franklin. That's his
Franklin.
name. There was a profile done on him, I believe, in ESPN a few years back for his fandomship of the Cal State Fullerton baseball team. If you look way back, he's a big fan of UC Irvine baseball. Told me, of course, he roots for the Orange County team, but he's also an Oak supporter. Good friend of Bill Pintard, the head coach of the Santa Barbara Foresters. So he's just a CCL guy. He's all baseball all the time.
Baseball is a community where if you really care about it, you can definitely set down some roots, definitely make a lot of connections, and he clearly has done that. Jacob Castro up to bat now, fouls the first pitch off from Antone, 0-1 count. This is really one of the first opportunities of the season for Castro to make a difference for the Oaks. Struggled a little bit to open up the season. Already with a hit today, but coming into the game hitting only 158 on the season. Looking to add to his 4 RBIs. Bases loaded here. No outs. The pitch to Castro in the dirt. 1-1 count as the clock strikes 8:28. Trying to start a chant. Rip 'em? Is that what he's saying? Rip 'em?
I've given up.
I like it. Castro ready for the 1-1 pitch. Antone delivers. Castro drives it into left field. That thing is going to drop. Ammons comes home. Sandoval is sent. Lima runs into third, and that's a big 2-run single for Jacob Castro. RBIs 5 and 6 on the season. And the Conejo Oaks take a 4-2 lead in the top of the 6th inning. Still 2 runners on and still no outs here in Orange County. A massive base hit from Jacob Castro.
Well, the 3-hole hitter for the Oaks has 2 RBIs. The 4-hole hitter for the Oaks has 2 RBIs. Something tells me Coach Zillies is figuring out the middle of his order. A great at-bat for Jacob Castro and at a perfect time for this team.
Tyler Odekirk laces one in between the third baseman and the shortstop again into left field, and that's going to score a run. Nico Lima comes in to score. And before we could even get out our thoughts on Jacob Castro's big hit, Tyler Odekirk delivers an RBI single, and the Oaks with a 5-2 lead now in the top of the 6th inning. Man, it looks like this might be it for Andre Antone. Couldn't even deliver an out for the Orange County Riptide. He'll walk off with his jersey in his mouth. That's a tough outing for Andre Antone. We'll get you his line and the remainder of the top of the 6th. Keep it here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Steele Ledford up to bat for the Caneo Oaks. Already 3 runs in this inning, still no outs. And the Oaks have a runner on first and second base. First pitch shows bunt. Just misses 1-0. In there. Pardon me, strike 1-0, count. New pitcher for the Riptide, Noah Walker, the big 6'4" righty out of Texas State. A tough outing for Andre Antone. I'll get you his line in a second. Ledford again shows bunt. Misses on that one. Still 0-2. Andre Antone did not record an out. Allowed 2 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned no strikeouts, no walks. He hit 2 batters, and he would be on the hook for the runner on first and the runner on second. Castro on second, Odekirk on first, both with RBI singles, if either were to score. Walker looks back, Castro at second. Castro with a big lead. Delivers a big strike 3 right there. Ledford, 2 bunt attempts. Pulls back on that one, and he strikes out. 1 down in the top of the 6th inning. A big out from Noah Walker. Ramon Gomez up now for the Oaks. Gomez 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking in the 3rd. Grounded into a 6-3 putout in the 5th. Got a great shot to expand this lead here. Castro with a little 2-step lead at first, runs back as that pitch is up and in. 1-0 count. Noah Walker this season, 3 1/3 innings pitched. Has not allowed a run. 5 strikeouts, no hits, 2 walks. As Gomez swings and misses on that one, 1-1 count. Another great bullpen arm for the OC Riptide. We saw 5 of them yesterday, and I think Andre Antone is the first one we've seen that has not succeeded for the Riptide. Walker checks the runner at second, a couple head nods, delivers. That one's in the dirt. Great stop by Aoki. 2-1 count. Castro runs back safely to second. No Walker. Not much action for Texas State last year. Ready for the 2-1 pitch, delivers. Gomez takes a hack at it. Rolls over it. 2-2 count. Did not play at all in 2019. In 2018, only 5 appearances, 2.70 ERA, and 6 2/3 innings pitched. So Walker has not pitched consecutively in a while, and Gomez fouls that one off. Dribbles back to the backstop. Still a 2-2 count, 1 outs. Castro on second, and Tyler Odekirk standing at first base. The Oaks looking to expand their 5-2 lead even more here at Great Park Stadium in Irvine, California. Looking to split the 2-game set here in Orange County. Walker looks back, Castro drops that breaking ball, and it just misses. Walker wanted that one, and it'll be a full count for Ramon Gomez. Sun's finally fully gone down here. 8:37 in Orange County. Gomez misses on that one. He was looking for the stars right there, just missed completely. Walker blew him by with a fastball. 2 down now here in the top of the 6th. The Oaks still with 2 runners on. Daniel Krasnick up now.
Kras had his first hit of the season back in the 3rd inning. Rocket to right. Oaks looking for more here in the 6th inning.
If he could drop one in here, base hit, that would score. Castro has the speed to score from second. And it looks like it'll be that first pitch was just a warm-up pitch. Walker delivers. Krasnick drives it. That'll be a foul ball, and it looks like there was a nice play made by somebody in the Oaks dugout. Here's some cheers from the crowd. We can't really see from our angle, but from the reaction, it must have been nice. Krasnick in the hole 0-1 here. Noah Walker came in here, 2 runners on, no outs, and has already gotten 2 outs. Krasnick again fouls it off. Down the right side. You know the kids will be feasting on that one. Quickly 0-2. Walker with a chance to end the inning. But the Oaks have already scored 3 here in the top of the 6th. Castro on second. He's taking a little bit of a lead. Odekirk on first is looking for a lead. The pitch to Krasnick. Peels holds back on that one. They check with the first base ump, and he confirms. Good eye by Krasnick right there. 1-2 count. You know he's not going to bite very often on those.
No way.
Those breaking pitches way outside of the zone.
Got to give Krasnick the benefit of the doubt based on his track record of his walking more than anyone.
Pitch in there, and that'll be a strike through. That one dropped out of the sky. Krasnick with a look back at the ump. He did 3. But the Oaks that inning, 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors. They leave 2 runners left on base. A big 2 RBI single from Jacob Castro, followed up by a RBI base hit from Tyler Odekirk. And the Oaks lead 5-3 as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Keep it here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Joshua Solomon up to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the OC Riptide. The Oaks with a big 3-run top of the 6th. Take a 5-2 lead over the OC Riptide. Clay Rickerman back out. Gotten out to close out the 5th inning and looking to continue his stretch here. First pitch fouled off by Solomon, 0-1 count.
Zach, let me know when you're ready for today's trivia question.
Okay, how about we'll do it next inning.
All right.
And a beautiful pitch from Rickerman. Solomon chased on that one. He had no chance. Made him look like a fool and quickly 0-2. Rickerman looking to race through this inning. Sets, delivers. That's in there for a strike 3. Perfect placement. Rickerman faced 2 batters, gotten 2 strikeouts. 1 down in the top of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, Antonio Cruz, the DH.
Now at number 36, Mike
It will actually be a pinch hitter, Michael Peabody. Sweet P, according to... I already forgot his name. Rickerman delivers the first pitch to the big lefty, and that's in there for a strike. You know, it's funny, Rickerman, I kind of like his... Before he pitches, he holds the glove up against his face. He kind of hides behind the glove. I like the...
It's the Justin Verlander pre-pitch.
It's got to be intimidating looking and just seeing eyes. Second pitch, Peabody lines it. Foul ball, 0-2 count. Busy day today in baseball history. Starting off, going to go all the way back to 1846. Alexander Cartwright's New York Knickerbockers and the New York Nine played the very first organized baseball game in history, Jordan. First game ever played in public using Cartwright's rules is that pitch. Just misses. It'll be a 1-2 count. All the way back in 1846.
One for the history books right there.
Absolutely. Big day for Joe DiMaggio as well. And Rickerman plunks Peabody right on his, looks like on his back right leg. Rickerman not too happy with that delivery. Peabody looks like he's got some words for Castro as he bounces to first base. And the Riptide with a runner on, one out. And the scary Daniel Jung up. Looking to close the gap in this game. Jung 1 for 2 today with a double in the second. Struck out swinging in the fourth. Gets into his squat, rests the bat on his shoulders. Rickerman with the throwback to first. Nothing doing there. In 1941, Joe DiMaggio went 3 for 3 against the White Sox to extend his consecutive game hit streak to 32. I believe that was the season, Jordan, when he went 56 games. The record still stands today. First pitch to Jung is a little bit low and inside, 1-0 count. That's one of those records that I don't think will ever be broken.
I think there's a chance.
I don't know. Another pickoff attempt to first. Peabody slides back safely.
That one is crazy. The most unbeatable record, in my opinion.
Well, Cal Ripken Jr. might be up there as well.
Yeah, that one's certainly in contention. I was going to say breaking the record for most consecutive no-hitters.
Jung pops that one up. That's a high ball. That'll be a tough play with the lights here. Gomez slides over, makes the play. Well done, and there's 2 down now in the bottom of the 6th.
The reason I say that is because somebody's already done 2 in a row. So in order to break the record, that would be 27 straight innings of no-hit baseball.
You know, I would say of the guys that are in the major leagues right now, I wouldn't put it past Mike Trout. Well, I wouldn't put it past him to do anything, but getting 57 straight games with a hit, that's definitely something that I could see him doing. I mean, I don't think he will, but of all the guys in baseball that would do it. As Blake Fidel up now, Michael Peabody runs on Castro. Perfect delivery, but not in time on the tag from Odekirk. Peabody slides in there safely with a stolen base. And the Riptide now with a runner on second, 2 outs. And Blake Fidel up. In 1961, Roger Maris hit his 25th home run of the season. That was his famous 61 home run year. Rickerman delivers the pitch. Fidel, big swing and a miss. And it's actually Tyler Wilbur who's pinch hitting for Blake Fidel, the 6'3" righty from Southeast Missouri State University. A lot of firepower on this Riptide offense, starting and on the bench. The pitch is low and outside from Rickerman. Castro can't handle it. Peabody steals third. Peabody doing a great job taking advantage of these opportunities.
I think that'll be an advancement on a wild pitch there.
Nonetheless, he reaches third base, and the Riptide 90 feet away from closing the gap here. Down 5-2. 1-2 count. 2 outs, and Rickerman takes a second, collects himself. Big moment here for Tyler Wilbur. From Rudy Rosemar, California. Rickerman looks off Peabody at third, sets, delivers. Castro does his best to frame that one, but it misses just outside, still a 2-2 count. Rickerman with the big leg kick. That one again just misses. Full count, 2 outs to Tyler Wilbur. Michael Peabody on third. Oaks up 5-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Rickerman looking to get out of the inning with no damage done. Wilbur looking to close the gap to 5-3 or maybe even 5-4 with a one swing of the bat. Rickerman sets, delivers. Wilbur fouls it off. It was well hit. He was just a little ahead of it. Fouls it off down the left side. Still 3-2. Rickerman delivers. Wilbur fouls it off again. Staying alive here. The stat page does not have any at-bats this season for Tyler Wilbur. Although I remember him hitting yesterday. Three-two count, 2 outs. Michael Peabody on third. Rickerman into the stretch, sets, delivers. Wilbur fouls it off again. Stays alive. Still a full count. Still 2 outs. Wilbur did hit yesterday. He pinch hit for Blake Fidel in the 7th inning. Struck out looking. Rickerman looking to duplicate that success yesterday. Looks off Peabody at third. Wilbur fouls it off once again.
And he's in swing mode. He is dead set on not keeping that bat on his shoulder like he did in the 7th inning yesterday when he struck out looking.
He's absolutely, this is self-defense right now. He don't want to end this inning, end this opportunity without taking advantage of it. Rickerman with the pitch. And that'll be a big hit for Wilbur. Drives it into center field. Peabody will strut in to score. Wilbur will be in there at first with an RBI single. It's 5-3 now. Can Oaks lead the OC Riptide in the bottom of the 6th inning. Blake Evans up now in the 9-hole, 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging in the 3rd and in the 5th inning. And he's up with 2 outs and a runner on first base. And just like this, Jordan, this game could be tied with one swing of the bat. Blake Evans rests the bat on his shoulders. Rickerman gives him the pitch, and that's a beautifully placed ball. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. That's some great pinch hitting from Wilbur. Comes in, 1 at bat. Struggled yesterday. Laced a beautifully hit ball to center field, drove in a run. Evans drives it. That's going to drop into left field. Wilbur's hunting for third, and he's going to slide in there safely at third base. And that'll be a double for Blake Evans. And the Riptide now with runners on second and third. 2 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. There will be a mound meeting here. Carson Matthews will be up, facing off against Clay Rickerman with a chance to tie this game or take the lead, Jordan.
Yeah, big spot here. You don't like giving the Riptide opportunities because this team, it's in their DNA. They hit in clutch spots. Look at last year's semifinal game. A lot of new faces on this year's team, but they scored 9 runs in the 8th inning with their backs against the wall in the semifinal game. They're not scared, and Coach Solis knows that. He's going to try and calm down Clay Rickerman, who started off really nicely, struck out the first 2 hitters he saw, but since then, his misses have been a little bit worse. They've been center cut fastballs, and a team like the Riptide, they'll take advantage of that.
We've seen that all night. It'll be a short mound meeting. So Lees keeps Rickerman in there. Evans getting set at second. Wilbur at third. Carson Matthews up now, the leadoff hitter. 0 for 2 today, reached on a walk and stole a base in the 5th. Clay Rickerman again here with 2 outs, struggling, trying to get out of this inning. Matthews pops that one up. Ledford in center. He'll make the play, and he will end the inning. But the Riptide get a run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2 runners on base, and they close the gap 5-3. The Oaks will be up to bat in the top of the 7th inning. Keep it here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Gabe Baldovino up now for the Caneo Oaks, facing off against Noah Walker. Still in the game for the OC Riptide. Oaks up 5-3 here in the top of the 7th. And for play-by-play for the rest of the game, I'll throw it over to Jordan Brenner. Jordan?
Baldovino takes the first pitch, which is in there for a strike. Inside corner, 0-1 to Baldovino. Gabe, a 6-4-3 double play back in the 3rd inning. Grounded out in the 5th to 3rd. Swings and grounds one this time to the right side, fielded by Jung. Pitch to the pitcher in time, 3-1, a ground out to lead off the top of the 7th. So we talked about it last inning. It's time for trivia, Zach. And
I'm ready.
I know we both have them.
Yes.
We both have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, on a scale from 1 to 10, how good is yours?
I think it's pretty good.
Give me a number.
8.
Okay, my number was 7. If you said anything below that, I was going to take it.
Okay.
But we'll get your trivia question after this. New hitter is Justin Ammons here in the 7th. Has a hit today. Swing and a miss at the first pitch heater. 0-1. Walked his last time up in the 6th and scored. Doubled to left in the 4th. Stole a bag and scored. Grounded out to first to lead off the game. No balls, a strike and out. 5-3 Caneo. Noah Walker a breath and the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-2. All right, Zach.
Give me like 2 seconds. I actually, it's so weird enough. I prepared it yesterday, not exactly knowing I'd ask the question, but I prepared something yesterday for a different site that I work for.
0-2 pitch. Ammons takes high. 1-2.
So this season, Jordan, 11 different hitters in the MLB have had hit streaks of 15 games or longer. We were talking about Joe DiMaggio's streak.
Sure.
Who currently has the longest hit streak?
1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball that drops into right field in front of Dylan Rock for a base hit. Justin Ammons is on for the 3rd time today. His 2nd hit of the ball game. And the Oaks have speed aboard here in the 7th with 1 out. So what is the longest?
Who has currently the longest hit streak in baseball? And this will test your current baseball knowledge.
Swing and a miss from Raul Sandoval. It's 0-1. I mean, that's tough because my instinct tells me probably a Christian Yelich or a Cody Bellinger. But that seems a little bit too obvious to be the answer, doesn't it, Zach?
I'll leave that up to you, Jordan.
0-1 with a runner on. Swing and a miss from Sandoval again. Behind 0-2. We'll give you my answer in the next half inning. Feel free to chip in if you have an idea who it is on our Oaks Baseball YouTube page. 0-2 with a runner on. Ammons, a big lead, trying to time up his jump. He holds as the 0-2 is a breaking ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So I'll give you a hint. There are actually 2 players currently that are tied for the lead in the longest hit streak.
All right. I think my question was better, to be honest.
You can still ask it. We still got 3 innings of work.
No. You gave me an 8. You gave me an 8 out of 10.
I might be bad at self-evaluation, Jordan, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Although I still think it's a pretty good question.
Noah Walker takes a break to tie his shoes. And now back on the left side of the rubber, Sandoval goes through his pre-at-bat rituals. Digs back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and now a runner on. Oaks up 2. The pitch, breaking ball, just a bit outside. A nice take. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sandoval today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. Was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning and came around and scored. Noah Walker in for his 2nd straight inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and lifted to shallow center field. Could drop, and it does. Right beyond the glove of the second baseman, Blake Fidel. Connor Obi, the center fielder, couldn't get there. And there's 2 on with 1 out. 2 straight hits for the Conejo Oaks here in the 7th for Nico Lima. Just a sprinkler into center field. Nico Lima today's been busy. He's 1 for 2 with a homer, his first of the season. 2-run blast back in the 4th. It was hit by a pitch and scored in the 6th. With 1 out, Lima takes down and away. 1-0. Talked about it all year long. Nico Lima has been the most consistent hitter to barrel up the baseball. 1-0 pitch. Swing, and he cracks one into center field. Beyond the glove of Fidel, the second baseman. Rolls to Obi, the center fielder. Fitzgerald puts up the stop sign for Ammons at third. And the bases are loaded for Conejo here in the 7th with only 1 out. 3 straight base hits for Conejo, and they're in business.
A little bit of deja vu. Jacob Castro up with the bases loaded.
Last time we saw him with the bases loaded was in the 6th inning, and he delivered a 2 RBI base hit to left field. That was against Andre Antone. No balls, no strikes, and out. Bases loaded here in Orange County. Ball gets away from the catcher. Ammons from third will score standing up. Each runner advances a bag. It's the Oaks 6 and the Riptide 3. It's one way to do it.
A run is a run, and that's a run right there.
So it's 1-0 to Castro now. Tyler Odekirk on deck. Walker hangs with his right arm. He comes set at the belt. The righty offers. The 1-0 pitch, swing, a fly ball left side. Could be in fair territory. Evans has a look, but it goes into the Riptide bullpen, which is about third base equivalent, but about 40 feet to the left on the left side of the field. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Appreciate you joining us on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Oaks trying to snap a skid here. 1-1 with an out. The pitch, curveball in there for a strike. A ball, 2 strikes, 2 on. The OC Riptide superfan is into it. He senses the urgency here. Swing and a tapper foul.
He's been a pretty good barometer of tension and pressure in the game, Jordan. He gets louder in the bigger moments. He gets louder when the bigger players come up to the plate. He's right. This is baseball right here, Jordan. This is baseball right here.
A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Lima on second, Sandoval on third, and a strike 3 called on the outside corner. And now there's 2 gone here in the 7th as Castro takes the slow walk back to the Oaks dugout. Next is Tyler Odekirk, 1 for 3 with a base hit and an RBI. That came last inning. He struck out swinging twice today. Walker peers in for his sign from Aoki. Sets and fires. Fastball low and away, 1-0. Outfield playing shallow for Orange County. Anticipating a base hit. Fastball high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oaks in action again tomorrow. We'll be back at home for the first time in a little while. Walker. The righty delivers, spikes a fastball on the outer half, and the count is 3-0. Oaks will host the Academy Barons, a 5 o'clock start tomorrow at Cal Lutheran. Pasadena on Friday, Santa Barbara Saturday, San Luis Obispo Sunday. 3-0 in there.
Walker already 4 strikeouts today. You see here, even down 3-0 in the count. He's done a good job of hitting the strike zone.
3-1 pitch, too high, and Odekirk walks to load the bases for Steele Ledford. So Odekirk on first. Nico Lima, who hit a base hit, is on second. Raul Sandoval, who had a base hit to center, on third. Oaks trying to keep the line moving. Put this game away. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Conejo Oaks tonight. 3 runs, 8 hits for the Riptide. Ledford's open stance. Now he awaits. Walker's first pitch to him. Fastball at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Steele today is 0 for 3. A line out. Ground out. 0-1 with a couple outs. 6-3 Conejo. Righty drops a breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. 2 outs in the inning. Good for a clutch 2-out knock. And in doing so, knock out the Riptide. And avoid the longest losing streak of the season, which would be 3 games. The 0-2 pitch. Steele fights it off and fouls it back. Quite a battle right now between Noah Walker and Steele Ledford. Steele just staying alive out here. Here's the no ball and 2 strike pitch. Walker deals. Fastball called strike 3 at the knees. Well, it could have been worse for the Riptide. It certainly could have. 1 run on 3 hits for the Conejo Oaks. No errors, and they leave them loaded Bottom 7 when we come back. 6-3 Caneo on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network.
San Antonio, number 22, Dylan Rock.
Dylan Rock leads off bottom 7 for the Riptide. They're still in this ball game. 6-3 Caneo on top. Rock today has 1 hit in 3 plate appearances. Sit by pitch in the 3rd and stole a bag. And lined out back in the 1st. Takes a first pitch strike from Clay Rickerman. His last time up, Rock delivered a 2 RBI base hit to center field. Part of a 2-run 5th inning for Orange County. No ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball too low. 1-1. I think it's time for my answer to the trivia question.
Yes, Jordan.
The question was, who has the longest hitting streak in the major leagues this season?
Still going.
Still going. 1-1. Curveball again. Rock checks the appeal. No, he did not go, says the first base umpire. And you said there were 2 people?
There are 2, and they are tied, and they are both still going.
2-1, rip to right field. That drops right in front of Ammons, a clean single. And a good start for Orange County in the 7th. That is their 9th hit of the ball game. Connor Obie next. He's 2 for 3 with 2 base hits. All right. Well, I guess my answer is going to be Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one, because I know there's always a reason you're going to ask this. You're an A's fan, so I'll guess an A.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. And I think I might have seen this on Twitter last night, so you might be at a disadvantage here.
I do tweet a lot, yes.
Was it Marcus Semien?
Marcus Semien is one of them, yes.
Okay.
He continued to a 16-game hit streak today.
1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1.
So the other one was not actually Cody Bellinger. Christian Yelich got a couple hits today, extended his hitting streak to 16
That was my
games
other
as well.
guess. I still think I deserve a win on that one.
No, that's a win.
Christian
Absolutely.
Yelich, a
One
former
out of 2 is
Caneo
good
Oak.
enough.
1-1. Breaking ball away. 2 balls and a strike.
See, it's relevant.
Ish. That's a 6. Tops.
Yeah.
2-1.
9.
Runner on. Nobody out. Rickerman sets. His pitch is lined to the left side off of one of the poles on the edging of the nets. 2-2. Riptide trying to march back to the postseason. Vie for their 2nd CCL title in 3 years. Oaks prevented them from going back-to-back last year. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball inside, and the count's full. 3-2. Their head coach back in 2017 when they won the CCL championship was none other than Jock Peterson's brother, Tiger Peterson, who's their head coach. He's gone on to lead a pretty impressive career after the Riptide. Throw over to first. The tag applied, but the runner back in safely. And Dylan Rock at first base. Connor Obi looking for something elevated to put in the gap. The count is full, a runner on. Nobody out, Oaks by 3. A long pause for Rickerman. Now he delivers, and that pitch is low. 2 on, nobody out on the walk by Connor Obi. And he reaches base for the 3rd time today. Connor Aoki next. He's 0 for 3, though he's hit the ball hard enough today to not be over. Back in the 4th inning, Gabe Baldovino made his 2nd diving catch of the game to steal a base hit away from him. Looking for his revenge here. Still nobody out. And the tying runner at the plate, Aoki. He's got 2 homers this year. The first pitch from Rickerman, just a bit inside on a 2-seamer. 1-0. Tiger Peterson currently with the Palm Beach Cardinals as their hitting coach. Before that, he was the head coach of Duluth Huskies Baseball Club. Not sure if I pronounced Duluth right. Correct me if I'm wrong. 1-0. Curveball for a strike.
You got it. It's Duluth.
He was the head coach over there. He went 47-25. They earned a spot in the Northwoods League World Series. 1-1 turns to 1-2 as another breaking ball is in there for a strike. Fans don't like it. One and 2. Nobody out. 2 on. Line drive left field down for a base hit, maybe more. Sandoval cuts it off. 1 run will score. That's Dylan Rock. The next runner in at 3rd. Now vying for 2nd is Connor Aoki, and he's in there safely. 2 in scoring position and a runner across. It's 6-4 Caneo. But the tying run is in scoring position. The go-ahead run is Josh Solomon, the new hitter. Looks like it's going to be a pinch hitter, actually, Caleb Denny. Solomon went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts today. And here comes Coach Solis. Again, Dylan Rock scores, and that'll do it for Clay Rickerman. Solis going to the pen with the Oaks up 6-4. Trying to hang on here in Orange County. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Still nobody out here in the 7th inning. When we come back, we'll get you John Vergara's numbers on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Back here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network, bottom 7 from Orange County. New hitter is Caleb Denny for the Riptide. They have one across in this inning, and they have the tying runner in scoring position. OB is on third. Aoki is on second. And here comes John Vergara for his second outing of the season. Vergara's first pitch is spiked in the dirt. Castro blocks it. 1-0. Both Castro and John Vergara are from UC Irvine. Vergara used a strong summer last year to get that opportunity. 1 ball, no strikes. We'll get you the final line for Rickerman and Vergara's numbers when we can. First, the action. The 1-0 pitch. Outside corner, a strike. Rickerman went 1 1/3 innings. Gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. Walked a batter and struck out 2. Saw John Vergara last on Sunday. That was his first outing of the summer against the Academy Barons in Compton. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on. Still nobody out. Vergara, a long look in the pitch. A breaking ball. Drops in for a strike, 1-2. Vergara struggled in that outing. Went 1 1/3. Faced 9 batters and gave up 2 earned runs. Gave up 4 hits. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vergara, the flame-throwing lefty. Lunges and offers. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. John Vergara eliminates Caleb Denny here in the 7th for the first out. And here comes a new hitter, Michael Peabody, who pinch hit back in the 5th. Pardon me, back in the 6th. He was hit by a pitch there and scored a run. For Vergara, that's his first strikeout of the season. He's been asked to do the impossible. Get out of this without giving up a run. 2 in scoring position, now 1 out for Peabody. Vergara's first pitch. Breaking ball. He shows bunt and pulls it right back, and that drops in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Lefty on lefty matchup here. This is where you go hard away. Sliders, fastballs, changeups, everything away.
0-1 with an out, 2 in scoring position. Vergara's pitch ripped up the middle into center field, a base hit. Obi scores. Aoki sent behind him. A game-tying 2 RBI base hit for Michael Peabody. And we got a new game. We're tied at 6th here in the 7th.
Now batting from Notre Dame, number 11, Daniel Jung.
Daniel Jung next, and the Oaks still not out of this inning. Both of those runs will be charged to Clake Rickerman. So he finishes the day with 4 earned runs. No balls and a strike to Jung. Next pitch. Fastball blown away. 1-1.
This has been a recurring problem for the Oaks this year, Jordan. A good outing by the starter, and then it starts to fall apart after the relievers come in.
All 6 of the Riptide's runs have come in the last 3 innings. 1-0 pitch. Runner goes from first. Peabody jumps and slides, and he's in there safely. And for Peabody, that is stolen base number 3 of the season. He's on second with still 1 out. There's still no strikes in this at-bat. I misspoke earlier. 2-0. To Daniel Jung, who's 1 for 3 with a double. Vergara steps off. Just a brand new ball game now. Completely different feel. Oaks went up 2-0. Riptide responded, scored 2, tied it at 2. Oaks then went up 5-2 before the Riptide got one back, made it 5-3. 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. Once it was 5-3, the Oaks added on another to make it 6-3 in the top half of this inning, the 7th. And the Riptide have scored 3 to tie it at 6. Just been a back and forth type of game. The 2-1 offering on the outside corner with a heater. 2-2. Should be a fun finish to this game. Under the lights, a beautiful stadium. That's what baseball's about. A long look for John Vergara. The lefty's pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Jung strikes out for the second time today. It's Vergara's second strikeout. And there's 2 gone with a man on second in a 6-6 game. I believe there's going to be a pinch hitter now for the Orange County Riptide. We'll get you the name when we have it. I believe the new hitter is not listed on the roster. And the first pitch to him is low, 1-0. Number 9, he was announced as Blake. Nick Carasetti, or Kezaretti, is listed as number 9 on the roster.
And I have Tyler Wilbur as number 9 on this roster, so
we'll go with Blake.
It's anyone's guess.
1-0 pitch to Blake is called a strike. So a 1-1 count with 2 gone. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Riptide. 6 runs, 9 hits, an error for the Conejo Oaks. Vergara ready to offer to the righty. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes now on the fastball on the outside corner. Vergara pauses. On a 1-2 count, the lefty winds and fires. Swinging a foul back to the screen on the right side. Started as a quick game. Both teams were scoreless through 3. It's quickly turned into a little bit of a lengthy ball game tonight. 1-2. Dinner on the line for Conejo. Coach Solis said they're only getting dinner if they win today. A ball and 2 strikes as Vergara once again steps on the rubber. With 2 gone. John shakes off Jacob Castro. And now he agrees. Trying to get it out of this inning. Finally, the 1-2. Ripped down the left field side. That's a fair ball into the corner. Coming in and scoring is Michael Peabody on a stand-up double by Blake. And the Riptide leads 7-6.
You know, I wasn't sure on that hit whether it was fair or foul. I don't know what your take was. I'm not sure. It looked like some.
I think that was fair. I think it landed in fair territory.
At the very edge of the line. Looked like some dirt flew up. I wasn't sure it was dirt or if it was the foul line, but regardless, it's a big hit.
4 runs across in this inning. Blake Evans grounds one down the left field line, and it bounces again in the corner. Another run in for Orange County. That's a 5-run 7th and another stand-up double. Blake Evans this time checks in his second double of the ball game. It's now an avalanche here in the 7th inning, and the Riptide lead 8-6.
We've talked about how potent this offense is. Once they get rolling, it's hard to stop, and you see it 5 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They take an 8-6 lead. Brutal. Just brutal.
Vergara came in. He struck out the first hitter he saw. Caleb Denny looking. And then he gave up a 2 RBI base hit, struck out Daniel Jung looking, and has now given up 2 straight stand-up doubles to left field. Back to the top of the lineup with Carson Matthews. Oaks desperately looking for the final out of the inning. Matthews today is 0 for. Takes outside 1-0. Lined out in the first, a ground out in the third. Walked, stole a bag, and scored in the fifth. Flew out in the sixth. Big time lead for Evans at second. Baldovino trying to cover, but here's the pitch away. And now the count is 2-0. It's a gut-wrenching 7th inning for Caneo. All 8 of the Riptide's runs have come after the 4th inning. The 2-0 bounces in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. And if Matthews reaches, the Riptide will have hit around in this inning. This game's a little bit different than yesterday. Riptide scored 3 runs in the first inning and were held pretty quiet the rest of the game. A 4-pitch walk issued to Carson Matthews. And their runners on first and second now for the new hitter, Dylan Rock, who led off the inning with an RBI, not an RBI, but a base hit to right field. Came around and scored. So Matthews on first, Blake Evans still on second, 2 gone. 9:31 here on the West Coast. Still a ball game for Caneo. When they come up, they'll have Ramon Gomez leading off, and then a pinch hitter. Dylan Rock takes a strike at the knees. 0-1. A little bit low. Jacob Castro, nice frame. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Vergara gathers. The lefty launches. Breaking ball high. 1-1.
It's a tough first 2 outings of the season for John Vergara, Jordan. Contributed to the big loss against the Barons, and on the hill today when the Oaks fall behind here against the Riptide.
1-1. Vergara checks the runner at second and offers the pitch. Ground ball to the right side, into right field, another base hit. Blake Evans will be sent from third. He'll score. The throw to second base is not in time. Another runner trying to score. He slides in. He's also safe. Blake Evans scores. Carson Matthews scores. Dylan Rock on second base with a stand-up double. 10-6 Orange County. That is Rock's second hit of the inning and his 3rd hit of the ball game. Had a couple more RBIs to his season total, and here comes Coach Solis to talk to Vergara. That ball just a squibbler through the right side. 14 hits for Orange County. A 7 spot here in the 7th.
That's a crooked number if I've ever seen one.
Meeting is short. Vergara will stay in. Really struggling on the mound today. New hitter is Connor Obie. Walked earlier this inning. Has 2 base hits today. 10-6 Orange County. Vergara, the lefty. Offers a fastball that swung on and missed. John Vergara, his first season as a UC Irvine Anteater. Had a 3.55 ERA. Swinging a foul back to the screen. It's 0-2. Appeared 20 times for UCI, a team that was right there in the rankings for much of the year. Very good program. Brandon Lewis from the Oaks went there. Irvine. See Jacob Castro. Oaks and the Anteaters have quite the connection. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second with 2 gone. The pitch is grounded to third. It's fielded by Gomez. His throw across the diamond is a little wide, but the stretch is made by Nico Lima for out number 3. In the inning, 7 runs on 6 hits. No errors and a runner left. 10-6 Riptide through 7 full. Back for the 8th on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Cole Samuels, the new pitcher for Orange County, replacing Noah Walker, who struck out 5 in an inning and, 2 full innings. He gave up 1 earned run and 3 hits. Cole Samuels from the University of St. Louis. His first pitch is in tight for a ball to Ramon Gomez. Gomez is 0 for 3 today. Has struck out swinging and looking and grounded out to short. Been a long night here in Orange County. Still plenty of baseball left, though, as the 1-0 pitch misses up and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Okay, Cole Samuels' numbers after this pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. The offering. Swing and a grounder, foul down the left side. This season for Cole Samuels, he's gone 2 2/3 innings, has not given up a run yet. He's struck out 3 and given up 2 hits, hasn't walked a batter. The 2-1. Swinging a foul behind home, way up in the air and out of play. 2-2. The life sucked out of the right side dugout after a 7-run bottom of the 7th for Orange County. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Gomez, swinging a fly ball center field. Connor Obie underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Next up is Daniel Krasnick. Pardon me, it'll be a pinch hitter, and I believe there was a pinch hitter back in the 6th inning. It was Jalen Parks back then, too. He's in for his second at-bat. Parks struck out looking in the 6th inning. Right-handed hitter. First pitch to Parks is a breaking ball for a strike. 6:30 start. We've already eclipsed 3 hours. 3 hours and 9 minutes now. Still more baseball, though. The Oaks vie for another comeback. 0-1 pitch. Outside, a ball and a strike to Jalen Parks. This is a loaded Orange County team, Zach. I mean, you look up and down this lineup. Guys like Connor Obie and Dylan Rock, obviously, but the depth is there, too. You look at the bottom of the lineup with Blake Evans and Daniel Jung. This lineup doesn't only have star power, it has length to it, too.
Well, pinch hitters Michael Peabody came in, stole a base, scored a run in the 6th.
Sure.
Got a 2-run single, stole a base, scored a run in the 7th. Tyler Wilbur came in, RBI single in the 6th, RBI double and a run in the 7th. So they're 10, 11, 12 deep.
2-1 pitch is a check swing foul number to the right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think the Oaks are just in need of some homecoming. Spark Anderson Field tomorrow at 5 against the Barons. These road trips to Orange County, they'll suck the life out of you. I think that's what's happened for this team. 2-2. Upstairs and the count's full. I mean, the early wake up yesterday. Now they're playing deep into the night tonight. 9:40. I mean, these are a bunch of players used to playing 3 times a week, sometimes 4. It's a little bit different in the summer. The full count pitch to Parks is high, and he's going to be on base for the first time this evening with a walk. First walk issued by Cole Samuels. Gabe Baldovino next. Gabe is 0 for 3, 3 different ground outs. One of them was for a double play back in the 3rd. Baldovino takes a strike. Gabe, the stolen base leader for this Caneo Oaks roster. He's made 2 spectacular plays in the field today. Made a bad error yesterday, so made up for that and more. 0-1, fouled back to the screen. 0-2 to Gabe. Jalen Parks chatting up the first baseman. It's actually not Daniel Jung over at first anymore. It is now Caleb Denny at first. Next pitch is outside, 1-2. Coach Solis and many Caneo Oaks today on the roster, on the bus, were introduced to Game of Thrones. First 2 episodes played.
They were pretty shocked.
I think Coach Solis was really into it. I mean, how could you not be? 1-2. Swing and a miss on garbage away. Baldovino down for the 4th time this evening. And next up is Justin Ammons from Tennessee. He's had a good day. 2 for 3 with a base hit, a double, a walk, 3 runs scored. Grounded out in the first. Off of first is Jalen Parks. Wonder what Coach Solis will put on the bus on the way back. Something probably like the news or something.
Oh, we're sleeping, Jordan.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. I mean, it's got to be something boring, right? You could put on the news. You could put on, I don't know, HGTV, maybe. I kind of like some of those shows, though.
I'm going to watch Rick and Morty regardless.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it, you should.
Couple outs. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Or maybe he'll just throw on some NPR or something. Make everybody listen to that. Or maybe they'll watch the broadcast back. Watch some tape. We know Coach Solis does that from time to time.
I hope it's muted.
The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a tapper to the left side. That has eyes for fair territory. And it just keeps on dribbling along the third base side. An easy base hit for Justin Ammons, who has a 3-hit performance in his second game as a Conejo Oak. Parks goes to second, and Ammons is on first. And the Oaks, one big swing from Raul Sandoval truly changes the complexion of this game. Sandoval today is 1 for 3 with a run scored, a hit by pitch, and a base hit to center field. Strikeout and a pop out. Nico Lima, who's gone yard, is on deck. Cole Samuels gathers at the belt. His first pitch to Sandoval. Slides outside. 1-0. Lights fully on here in Orange County. A black night sky above us with some clouds. The 1-0 pitch. Sandoval takes up. Little stroll around the mound for Samuels. And here comes Connor Aoki to calm him down after throwing 2 straight balls. People were joking on the bus today whether Cody Raymer and Mark Fitzgerald should just take over the broadcast for today's game. And Zach, you and I were going to coach third and first base.
I'm sending everyone home, Jordan. That's what I'm doing. I'm not holding anyone.
Hitting runs on every play.
Ultra aggressive.
Even if nobody's on.
Exactly.
2-0's in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. I think it's safe to say Oaks are in this game 10-6. If we were coaching third and first, I think it would probably be
10-1.
Yeah, 10-1. I think we'll still give Nico Lima the 2-run homer, but after that, I don't know. I'd probably point somebody to, they're rounding third. I'd say go back to second or something like that.
Ammo speed would save me there a couple times, but man.
3 balls, no strikes. The mound visit is over. Oaks have the tying runner in the batter's box. That's Nico Lima. 9:47. Long ball game, but the Oaks still a fighting chance. Three balls, no strikes, 2 away. The pitch to Sandoval is down the middle for a strike. 3 balls and a strike now. Oaks trying to get to Cole Samuels for the first time this season. The righty hasn't given up a run yet. The righty offers the 3-1, and again a strike on the fastball. Seemed like Raul was taking on that pitch. And the count's full. The runners will be moving. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Top of the 8th inning from Orange County. Cole Samuels gets his sign. The righty offers to the righty Sandoval. With the runners moving, he strikes out Sandoval swinging to end the threat. No runs on a hit, no errors. The Oaks leave 2 aboard, and we're on to the bottom of the 8th inning from Orange County on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network.
from Phoenix University.
Bottom 8 from Phoenix University. It's Connor Aoki's turn to bat. John Vergara lasted an inning, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. Walked a batter and struck out 2. Well, actually gave up 7 runs, only 5 were earned. The 2 others charged to Clay Reckerman, who finishes the game with 4 earned runs. Carson Carter from Texas Tech will replace John Vergara. Carter has 5 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings, He's given up 4 hits and walked 2 batters. Aoki swings at the first pitch, a little number to the right side, fielded by the first baseman. Toss to first. Lima to Carter for out number 1.
Now batting from the University of Arkansas, number 14, Caleb Denny.
Caleb Denny from Arkansas next up. Denny pinch hit back in the 7th inning and entered the ball game. Promptly struck out looking. First pitch to the lefty is a strike. Carson Carter, seen him a number of times this summer, sits low 90s, 92, 93. His frame projects that that'll reach probably 95, 96 towards the pinnacle of his career. 0-1 is off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 10-6 Riptide, bottom 8. Oaks will have one more chance in the top of the 9th inning. Come back and score 4 runs. The 1-1 is high, 2 balls and a strike. Still a pretty sizable crowd here in Orange County despite the late hour. Most games here at Great Park Stadium start at 6:30. 2-1 is a strike on the outside corner. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Next pitch from Carter, and he gears back and throws it by him. Swung on and missed on a beautiful fastball. And Caleb Denny has struck out for the 2nd time today. That's the 4th strikeout out of the 5-hole for Orange County. And here comes Michael Peabody. Look at the Riptide website. They have a team history section. Details all of their team records. And I was looking up and down that page. And there are a number of players on this team that are on pace to break a whole bunch of records. Swing and a miss at a first pitch fastball. Peabody has had 2 at-bats today. Came off the bench in the 6th. Was hit by a pitch and scored. Hit a 2 RBI base hit in the 7th inning. Part of a 7-run frame for the Riptide. No balls and a strike. Carter offers high and away. 1-1. For example, you look at the RBI lead. Dylan Kelly has the record. 33 RBIs back in 2016. The 1-1 is called a strike. 1-2. That number is in reach for this team, I think. I mean, it's a well-oiled machine. That's what this lineup is.
Connor Aku's got 11 after his RBI today.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Carson Carter does his job out of the pen. A clean 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. A couple Ks to the 9th. Oaks, one more chance. They'll need 4 to tie it and send it to extras. We'll have it for you on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Ninth inning leads off with Nico Lima. He is 2 for 3 with a homer and a base hit. Was hit by a pitch in the 6th. New pitcher is Sean Higgins, replacing Cole Samuels. Higgins from Columbia University out of New York City. Great school. Lima takes a slider for a strike, 0-1. Samuels gave up a hit in the 8th inning and stranded 2 runners on base with a scoreless frame. 0-1 misses, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike.
Higgins, the 11th pitcher used in the last 2 days by the Riptide. So deep.
Foul back, 1-2. If you missed our trivia question earlier, the 2 longest current hitting streaks in the league, Christian Yelich, a former Conejo Oak, and the Oakland A shortstop, Marcus Semien. You know, I actually read an interesting article about Marcus Semien recently. 1-2, breaking ball, tap foul. It was about how he first came in the league, Zach, and he was a terrible defensive shortstop.
I remember because as fans, we railed against him as a defensive shortstop.
But he's gotten over it. A long road to do so, a lot of practice. And, well, now he's one of the better shortstops in the league. Lima strikes out swinging.
By advanced analytics, he is the best shortstop in baseball. Highest WAR of any shortstop.
That's pretty impressive. Jacob Castro is next. He's 2 for 4. Castro, 2 RBI knock in the 6th. A base hit in the 4th. Strikeout today and a ground out to shortstop. With an out, he swings and misses. 0-1. Join us tomorrow for another edition of Oaks Baseball. We'll be back at home right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. 5 o'clock start. Academy Barons come to town. The only home game this week. Swinging a foul, 0-2. We were on the road this past Sunday. I was at the Barons, on the road yesterday and today, home tomorrow, and then 3 straight road games in Pasadena, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo before an off day and a 3-game home stretch for the Oaks next week. 0-1 is in there, and it's 0-2. Finish off the month on the 28th, 29th, and 30th with Compton, Pasadena, and San Luis Obispo. Pitch misses, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
11 games in the next 12 days, Jordan. This really is the grind. This is it. The July schedule a little bit softer for the Oaks. They'll have 2 off days the first week, and then 4 straight off days with the CCL All-Star game on the 10th. So no games from the 8th through 11th. That'll be the All-Star break for the CCL. Pitch is outside, 3-2 to Castro. And then all of a sudden, you go through 1 or 2 weeks, and you're right back at the CCL playoffs, which start earlier this year. The playoffs are on the 25th and 26th. That'll just be the Southern Division playoffs. Full count pitch, ripped to the opposite field on the ground, a roller into left field, and a 3-hit day for Jacob Castro. And even though the Oaks may not win this game, Jacob Castro will have a pleasant bus ride home, knowing that he has boosted his average. Tyler Odekirk next. After those 2 Southern Division CCL playoff games, the state championship will be on the 27th and 28th of July. All of those games, both the playoffs and the state championship series, as the first pitch is in there to Odekirk for a strike. All of those games will be at Cal Lutheran. And I'm almost positive, like we did last year, the Oaks will be the official carrier of the CCL playoffs. The 0-1 pitch is inside, a ball and a strike. So if you can, make your plans now to get out to Thousand Oaks at the end of July. See some high-caliber baseball. You know we'll be there.
Can't wait. The 1-1 pitch, inside, 2-1. Will the Oaks be there? Well, that's why they play the season. Right now, they wouldn't be in the postseason. In fact, the Oaks are in last place in the Southern Division of the CCL. Reinforcements on the way as the 2-1 misses inside. Castro breaks for second and is in there safely. That'll be a wild pitch. Pardon me, I think that'll be a pass ball, actually. Went off the glove of Aoki, the catcher. Appreciate you hanging in tough with us here in Orange County. Oaks still a fighting chance. 3-1 is the count to Odekirk. The runner on second and one away. The 3-1. High fly ball deep left field. The left fielder back. Track wall. It is gone. A 2-run home run for Tyler Odekirk in the 9th inning. And the Oaks are within 2 with 1 away. Cut the lead in half, why don't you? 10-8. Riptide.
It's 2 bombs today for the Oaks. Both of them pulled right around left center field, and both of them 2-run. And the Oaks only down 2 now.
Tyler Odekirk's first home run of the summer season. Launches one to left center field. Maybe some new life for Caneo as Steele Ledford takes the first pitch, ball in the dirt. One ball, no strikes. 1 out in the inning. Ledford takes a ball low, 2-0. And the tying run, if Ledford reaches, is in the on-deck circle. And that is Ramon Gomez, who's had a knack for big hits this year. 2-0, 1 away. Pitch to Ledford. Strike 1.
Sean Higgins beginning to lose control. We've seen it's been a little bit off. First 2 pitches there in the dirt.
Came into this game with a 5.40 ERA and 6 2/3 innings. 2-1. 1 away. The pitch to Ledford. Outside, 3-1. You can sense the tension in the Riptide dugout. You can sense it in the stadium. The 3-1 pitch to Ledford. Calling a strike. The count's full. We're past 10 o'clock now. 3 hours and 35 minutes so far. The 3-2 pitch to Ledford. Swinging, he fouls it. A little Roger Federer drop shot to the opposite field. The count's still full to Ledford. Open stance, and the righty Higgins delivers the pitch. Ripped up the middle, a base hit into left center field. Obi, the center fielder, cuts it off. Ledford holds at first. And Ramon Gomez will represent the tying runner he'll get a chance to hit here in the top of the 9th inning. Some one-out magic for the Oaks. 3 straight hits. Castro led it off with a base hit to left center. Odekirk mashed a 2-run homer to left field. Made it a 2-run game, and now Steele Ledford checks in with his first hit of the ball game and will send Sean Higgins back to the dugout. The new pitcher, when we come back, with the Oaks a chance to come back and do something special on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network. Ramon Gomez hits as the tying runner, bottom of the ninth inning. 2 across in the frame so far for Conejo. 10-8 Riptide. Ledford on first. The new pitcher is Merrick Krause. Where's number 44? Attends. Well, he's undecided. Gomez takes a fastball high and inside. So far this year, Merrick Krause has gone 5 2/3 innings. He's given up a run. His ERA is 1.50. He's struck out 10 batters and only walked 1. All in fewer than 6 innings. 1-0 pitch. Gomez checks his swing. The pitch is high, 2-0. Oaks have already come back from a 4-run deficit once this year. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 away. Ledford, who hit a base hit, is on first base. Gomez takes up 3-0. Jalen Parks is on deck, though I think we're going to see a new hitter for Conejo. Standing in the on-deck circle is Alex Briggs with his .250 average. He already has 1 walk-off this year. The 3-0 inside a walk. And the tying runner is on base for Conejo. The go-ahead run, Alex Briggs, will hit with 1 out and 2 on. Alex Briggs had the walk-off on Saturday with 2 outs in the 9th inning. He hit the double to beat the Barons. That was the last time the Oaks won. Can he come up clutch here? Pinch hitting for Jalen Parks. Gomez on first. Ledford on second. Krause offers a fastball. Swung on and missed. Outside corner. 0-1. 1 away, 2 on. 10-8 Riptide. They've done that on 14 hits. The Oaks 8 runs on 13 hits. 0-1 as Krause comes set. Pitch is fouled off, and it's 0-2. Alex Briggs hitting .250 this year. 5 hits. 4 of them have been singles, a double. His lone RBI was the walk-off. He struck out 7 times. 0-2, 1 away. Briggs steps back in. Krause needs to get 2 outs. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Top 9. Here's the pitch. Slider drops too low, 1-2. What a crazy game it's been.
I think you can say that about 90% of the games that the Oaks have played this season.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Briggs. Swing and a jam shot, foul ball behind home. And we'll do 1-2 once more. Steele Ledford's on second. He had a base hit to left center field. Gomez just walked. He's on first. Oaks already 2 across on a 2-run home run by Odekirk earlier this inning. The 1-2 pitch to Briggs. And he takes a fastball high, 2-2.
I think, with Briggs, I think he knows what he's looking for. He's looking for a fastball in the zone, something he can drive, or anything hanging. But Krause, I think he's going to be careful. You see that slider was down and away. That fastball was up. He's looking to not give Briggs anything to hit in the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing, another foul ball, high in the air, right side. First baseman has a look, but it's out of play. Joshua Solomon is at first base now for the Orange County Riptide. Pardon me, that's actually Caleb Denny. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and out, 2 on. Oaks down 2, 1 gone in the 9th. Alex Briggs digs in, wipes the dirt underneath his feet. Krause's delivery swung on and missed. He throws a fastball by him. And there are 2 outs in the inning. Next up for Caneo, Gabe Baldovino. He's been quiet tonight. He's 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a strikeout swinging. Looking to plug the gaps, though. The Riptide are playing no doubles defense. Playing very deep for Gabe Baldovino. Krause's first pitch, a strike on the inside corner. Some absolute heat from the right-handed pitcher. Oh, 1-2 on. And the offering. First, a couple looks at second. Baldovino swings and grounds one to third, fielded by Evans. He taps third to end the ball game. An unassisted ground out to the third baseman, Blake Evans. And the Oaks' comeback effort just falls a little bit short. They were down 4 heading into the inning. Tyler Odekirk hit a 2-run bomb to make it a game. Ledford hit a base hit to get on base and bring the tying runner to the plate. But the Oaks strand 2 runners on base and drop their 3rd consecutive game. They move to 5-7 on the season. The Riptide 8-5-1 now. They sweep this 2-game set in Orange County. This is a tough one, Zach. The Oaks, for much of this game, in fact, really until the 7th inning, this was their game. They controlled the pace of this game, but then that 7th spot in the 7th inning, this Riptide team, they just exploded at the end of this ball game, and they take a big win for that team.
Yeah, it kind of fell apart there for the Oaks. Clay Rickerman, John Marigara were, there's no other way to put it. They were brutalized in that inning, and the Riptide were hitting, batted through the order all the way through. It didn't matter if it was a starter, if it was somebody coming off the bench, Michael Peabody, Dylan Rock, all the way through the order. The Riptide unleashed their full strength that inning against the Oaks, and it didn't matter that Flores was dominant to start. It didn't matter that Carter was dominant to finish. The Oaks took another loss here tonight.
Tough one. The Oaks will be back, though, tomorrow with a chance to snap their 3-game skid. That'll be at 5 o'clock against the Academy Barons. Tough one for the Oaks. They're going to go hungry tonight. Coach Solis said they had to win to get dinner. We'll see how he follows through on that. It is getting pretty late, but for everybody who made this broadcast possible, the entirety of the Orange County club that made our experience here so easy, so wonderful, we thank them. The Oaks intern crew, the Oaks themselves, Coach Solis, our producer today, Emily Hilsinger, and my broadcasting partner, Zach Engberg. I'm Jordan Brunner signing off. The Oaks dropped their 3rd in a row. This one 10-8 in brutal fashion right here on the Oaks Baseball Broadcasting Network.